Well, hello everybody. Sorry for those delays, but you know what? We're back after a week and a half. It's been way too long since I've talked on a cast, but I'm back at last, and I'm here with so much for subtlety on cams. I'm Palidore. We got Swiift next to me. We got SirDimwi somewhere in the background. This is VR Master League. This is the Rookie Crossplay Cup, welcoming all the new Quest users into it. And 5 spotted dog right off the bat with a tier 1 subscription, 4-month streak. Yay, new Echo players. Thank you very much. So in this match, we have 3.5 men over on orange. We have Quest to win on blue. And we've got a lot to look forward to here in this cast, but how's it going, Swiift?
It's going pretty well. Let's see, also Brock923, I don't know if you mentioned that. Also with the Twitch Prime, thank you very much. Chaos, but I absolutely love it. I mean, to see so many people, so many new faces join. I mean, we've talked about it in the last few casts that we've done, and I was saying that, I mean, this is expected, this sort of influx of players, but
yeah,
honestly, even though I was expecting it to be huge, I didn't expect it to be this huge, and we had an utter ridiculous amount of teams join, and chat is going crazy right now. So
well, shout out real quick as well, because yeah, you mentioned Brock923 with the Prime sub. We got it's YOLO Man YOLOing a sub our way with Prime. We have Newton subscribing for a month at tier 1 just now. People going a little bit insane right off the bat, but glad you guys are joining us, because you know what? I've been insane without some casts to do. But obviously the hype is real. At the moment, these teams are really excited to get going soon, I think. Got all the players involved. We got Lil Rad, one of the coaches here, trying to coordinate with all the players. We've got Marco Mech with Twitch Prime as well. So Hype 2 level train. It's been a while, folks, but level 2 hype train. Now 50%. What's happening already? SirDimwi, I know you're there somewhere. You have any input? Because I know you enjoy these.
Yeah, this is nuts. Before we went live, I was like, you know, everyone's going to be playing right now. Let's not, you know, don't expect a whole bunch of viewers. You know, we'll get viewers tomorrow. And we pop in before we even get going. We're seeing over 80 people in the chat. We're over 100 right now, Palidore. We're over 100, and there's a hype train running. I don't know what to do with this. This is absolutely nuts. This is not what I mean. We're not even into the game yet, and so love you guys.
I just want to point out.
Going on.
Just want to point out, by the way, I believe our season peak viewers is 109. I have a feeling we're gonna break that shortly, but that's very good news. How is everyone doing in the chat?
Someone start pinging all the players in this game. Let them know what kind of pressure they're under right now and how many people are watching.
In fact, no, make it
freak out a little bit.
Make it more. Tell them we have 1,000 viewers watching right now.
1,000 viewers. No pressure, Swift. Just 1,000 people watching.
You know what? There's so many new people here, they're not even going to get that inside joke. Mathematical time. Hi, folks. So, a lot of people tuning in. Usually, I like shouting them out all out pregame. This might be a little bit tough, but I can shout out a few names there. I mean, I see Aiden, little Guipo Yellow Man. We got Valorant Grinder. We got Nicholas and Newton and Wacky MR. Eden. A lot of people. Oh, and I'm hearing we're about to ready up finally. So yeah, again, getting ready to get started here. This is the second round of matchups in this Rookie Crossplay Cup. Again, many thanks as well. Has to go to Hasko, Ducky, and Skinny for doing a fantastic job organizing this entire thing. You know, for us, we just got the easier job. We're here to talk and cast. But they did a lot of really great work just organizing all of this, so many thanks to them. Be sure to give them your thanks, especially after this is over and all the craziness is done, as we wind up here for this first round joust.
Alright, so we've got 3.5 men over on orange and Quest to win over on blue. Nice save there from Mr. Boba T, and it will go out and back into Quest to win's hands. They're doing some nice passing over here, Brooksy boy. Just going to miss the hands there of Slow Sloth. But just going to take this disc back and a nice pass there.
Oh, shit!
Shot isn't going to quite be on target, but oh, there we go. 115 viewers as Brooksy Boy dunks it in for the 2-pointer to take the lead, and there we go. We already broke it.
Well, guess what? Yeah, the peak as they peeked in for the goal there. Brooksy boy, it's 115 at least. And that matches, well, actually exceeds our season high to the surprise of maybe Dimwi, but ultimately, yeah, pleasant surprise here being delivered as the joust goes out for these new players, these rookies. There's so many people. We've seen the Discord population pop off as well, going from about 5,000 in what 2 years and 8 months or so, and then the last few months alone, we're at 10,000 viewers, over 10,000 now, or players in the Discord chat. So all around, population really blowing up here as Brooksy boy goes in for another 2 back-to-back. Quest to win.
Nice dunk again. That's the second one already for Brooksy boy, and coaching Quest to win is going to be Lil Rad. So clearly done a really nice job, and of course shout out to all the coaches helping out all of the teams today. Been just about as much difficulty, I'm sure, as the moderators themselves. But Fearless here looking to just walk this up and look for a pass. Only blocked here by Motion Dude's going to put some nice pressure on there. Fearless going to try for this pass. Not quite going to be there though. Boba T still though floating to the disc, and he does manage to recollect this once again. Looks for a pass of sorts, although King there losing his arm a little bit, and it does get cleared out.
Yeah, so the coaches here hearing him do Lil Rad just doing a great job. Lil Rad, one of the players over there in Europe, just doing a great job coaching, as well as all these other coaches throughout. We had something like 40 coaches, including, players, coaches, so many signups as Motion Dude in a smooth motion gets the 6th point here for Quest to win. How about that?
And of course, there goes another 2-point shot. Although a few people there at defense get the covering on. Covering started there, but nevertheless, it's again going to be 3.5 men. Mr. Bullied is going to look for that tunnel pass, although unfortunately nobody going to be there to receive it. Again, just missing the hands of King.
But I'm tangled up.
One of the hands of King, although the other one seems to have run away somewhere. T is going to get it stolen away by Sloth, and it's going to be cleared away yet again by Brooksy boy. So good passing here by Quest to win. Maybe why they're in the lead by 6 points yet again. Brooksy boy, bold shot there, going to bounce off. Not too far off, in fact. Bully though is going to get that slap clear. Again, just some contesting here. Coming out with it yet again is going to be Quest to win. Good slap there by Mr. Bullied, and it's going to go all the way to the other side.
And players looking for their boost, and of course for all the new people here to Echo Arena wondering what it's all about. I'm sure a lot of you guys know, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? Maybe you are, I don't know. But nonetheless, it's all about the boost, it's all about the motion. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I could always give new players is prioritize mobility. Things like mechanics will come, for sure. As a good steal comes in here from Brooksy boy, just by the by, denying a goal, but right back to the orange team for 3.5 men.
On the right, when
unable to get that disc. But yes, prioritize mobility, because the faster you are, the more you look for your grabs and get that speed. You're going to find yourself climbing up those ladders in the ranks a lot quicker. It's pretty much an instant difference it'll make. So whenever you don't have the disc, turn around, you look for a grab on somebody. Anybody.
I'm going next.
How we all missed that. Lil Rad has definitely mentioned this, at least at some point, to Quest to win. I do see them at least sometimes going for the boosts and the grabs off each other. Of course, makes you go way faster, but a nice steal there from Boba T. Nice individual play from 3.5 men. Unfortunately, though, Quest to win has also had some really good defense. And going to be tested there by Boba T. Good save and clear. And again, we're seeing some already clearing boosts, which is a pretty old strategy, and used to be very controversial, in fact, but now it's a very common thing, and already...
I go back, it just reminds me of, again, back in the days, that chant of clear and boost, ringing in my ears from the crowd at Lands, and over here it's going to be taken by Motion Dude. By the way, 160 viewers, no big deal, very big deal. Hi, welcome to the stream, everyone, popping in, and most certainly our season high, unless I'm mistaken, which I'm definitely not. Good to have everyone joining us here as this clear gets sent into the bubble. You can hear the players just calming, trying to look for that disc. It's going to be grabbed here, but a good boost from Brooksy. A shot, and had that Geo not been there, might have had a chance.
Absolutely. Who put that there? Brooksy boy, gonna go for the just the walk in. In fact, no, he's gonna go for that pass. Unfortunately, though, just gonna bounce off that shield. So already some. I've said this already multiple times, but I'm gonna say it again. Quest to win already seeing some absolutely incredible initial thoughts here, and the setups are already starting to come into play. They're already getting to passing positions. They just need to clean this up a little bit. And there goes another promotion dude.
Promotion dude off of a great slow pass from Slow Sloth, but you know what? It was just fast enough to reach the hands of his intended target. Motion drove it in, and there you go. Point number 2. What can you do if you're new to Echo Arena? Just that. Prioritize those passes. You know, instead of trying to take 3-point shots on goalies or driving into multiple defenders, as this does unfortunately get lost, so that's a tough turnaround. But nonetheless, just focusing on those cross passes. Play Echo Arena the same way you would play basketball or hockey or soccer / football, depending on where you're from. You know, look for those open players. Get the cuts, get the goals.
That play right there, I mean, it's not uncommon to see that, as we do unfortunately see a player drop out
hair in my eyes.
3.5 men. But yeah, something that's even common, somewhat common in even the VRML and the teams of fully experienced players who've been here for years, still miss the disc. So nothing to feel too bad about. And of course, the shot is just as hard when you've got an open net. Open net is the hardest net. Brooksy boy trying to go for this covered one though. Very, very nice placement there past the goalie. Into the corner.
Brooksy boy with 9 points for his team. Motion dude with 4. Looks like one of the players here, perhaps from 3.5 men, may have switched over on accident. Hopefully get him back in there. But in any case, yeah, just kind of putting on a little bit of a clinic offensively is Brooksy boy. And that's another one of the really interesting things I was looking forward to with these cups and with a new quest base. Was that pass? Oh, good looking pass, just couldn't quite get the grab though. But is seeing the emergence of these new players and this new talent, because there's always, just like when in 2017 when the game first came out, there's always these standout players, right, that start pulling ahead early on, as that shot just missing. And it looks like Brooksy boy may be one of those.
Absolutely enough. 108.
Oh, speaking of,
as Brooksy boy goes for yet another 2-pointer, absolutely on fire this game. 11 points just to himself, and then a 15-point lead. And already, I mean, even though I just mentioned that we were up to 180, we're already almost up to 190 viewers. This is just absolutely ridiculous.
Swift, it's no big deal. We're only gonna double our viewership. That's it. We're fine. What is it? Then we said no pressure, right? No pressure at all, because you know what? This is fantastic to see all these new people. Again, this is a testament to the crazy growth of the game. As this nice, just these hands defensively coming out, trying to get the collection. And looks like we do have the 4th player actually back. So there we go, trespassing coming in. And we'll be back in business, Swift. We're good.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not enough time here to come back. Actually, something important to note, these games are 10 minutes with a recurring clock, which is... Oh, that is a very close shot there.
Oh, hey there!
What a shot!
Welcome to
Absolutely ridiculous shot.
That was...
Oh, man.
No fear at all on that one whatsoever. Hitting the backboard shot 30 meters out, and it's a nice hit from NGT Fearless.
Grabbing it.
Absolutely crazy shot. Really good work from Fearless, and maybe we talk about the mental game. Maybe just a little bit more of the fun side, you know, in these sorts of games, since we're just getting started out. But the just one 3-point shot, especially one like that, is definitely enough to bring your team forward into the next round coming forward. So
yeah,
hopefully that'll push them forward in round 2. But
let's see.
As I was saying,
real quick, sorry, Boop in the chat there saying the volume might be a little bit hard to hear with the background, I guess, on the players' comms. So maybe we can get that tuned down potentially, but. Nonetheless, first round going there. Just a huge game coming in from Brooksy boy from Quest to Win. Very nicely done. It looks like we might be getting a restart just to settle out some potential tech issues. Not quite sure there, but we're gonna go with it. And by the by, too, saw Ducky stop again by there. It was one of the 3 main organizers for this cup. Again, we're just here to talk over on the VRML side, but it was Haskell, Ducky, and Skinny who did all this organizing, so cheers to them for some great work thus far. And managing what has been, no doubt, a chaotic handful of players, but we do it for a reason, because we love to see these players, and they're getting a look for the first time, you know. For us, like for you, Swift, for me, for Boop, and for Ducky, and for Dimwi, and Subtlety, we've been here for years. We know what this is about, you know. We're not surprised to see Echo Arena blow up. We're happy to see it, but if nothing else, it was expected. They get to see, for the first time, why this game has sustained itself as the premier, at least by my account, the premier esport in VR, and has not only sustained but grown over the course of this the last few years.
Absolutely. Evil Lefty, again coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. You guys are absolutely insane. We hit almost 200 viewers, and Skinny said, advertise VRML or bust.
We are at 200 now. Now, so these teams did peace out here. I could only assume that might mean this was a partial game, potentially. Either or, it was a game. So thank you guys for watching that one. We're going to at least reorganize here and figure out where we're going next. Again, a little bit chaotic, mostly because when you have 400 or 300 new players, it tends to happen. So we're still happy to cast and happy to get all the viewership.
Absolutely, and answer a couple questions there in the chat. Do Dano show up on the stream? No, they do show up on the VRML website, though. And yeah, of course, some good support for all the teams in the chat, and absolutely insane. You guys are all awesome, and thank you everybody so much for tuning in as we get ready for yet another, hopefully, just as exciting game.
Yeah, that's definitely the hopes there. So that round ending, and we'll make our way to the next one. But in the meantime, I did see someone, Rosie, asking about Gopnik. I see all your highlighted messages. The thing is, I feel like it's not just something you break out for this many new people just because of it. I mean, is it? Actually, I'm also not camming, so I'm not sure Subtlety actually has the video in his folder. He has a button, but he doesn't have the video file, I don't think. So I'm sorry to disappoint. For those who are wondering what Gopnik is, twitch.tv/sealable bag. There you go. I get royalties from that. Just kidding, I do not. But it would be nice. Sealable bag from the King Gorillas. Championship team. Top team. Number 2 seed in North America currently. And a Gopnik connoisseur, which is something amazing that you guys will see sooner than later. So as we make our way, though, towards the next rounds and things like that, if anyone has, any kinds of questions for us, comments, I mean, for that matter, I'm sure for half of you, you might not know, who all of us are exactly, but rest assured, we've been around for a good while, so we could answer some questions here. See a lot of highlighted messages. Eden saying, I just donated. Does it show up on stream? Does not, unfortunately, but thank you for your donation. It should show up on the website there. But just so it doesn't kind of interrupt in the middle of matches is why we tend to not do that. In case, could you imagine like the biggest moment of a game, seconds down on the clock, and then suddenly, boom, big donation, instead of which would be cool, but it may just slightly distract from the moment, I suppose. But yes, I do see your donation on the website. A buckaroo from you. Appreciate that very much.
He says, are you guys going to do another rookie tournament? Maybe not specifically rookie tournament, but we will be getting back into the grooves of doing Discord Cups, I believe. So, similar thing, but just more of them, I guess.
All right, so from what I understand here, on sorry to stray away from that question real quick, but it looks like I think Dimwi on VRML 2 may be casting right now. I'm also getting into another match here at the moment to see what that's about. We'll see. So just right around the corner, join us. But just give us a moment to organize, and yeah, we'll be back. And if you do have more questions, highlighting them will be an easier way for me to see them and get some answers, especially with this many people watching. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back once more to the Rookie Crossplay Cup, hosted right now for you on VRML, of course. Got on this channel, I'm Palidore, Swiift casting next to me, and so much for subtlety over on the cameras. Meanwhile, over on VRML channel 2, which I'll actually, Enders, or aka Visionary over there, pasted it for you in the Twitch chat. That's being casted by SirDimwi at the moment. Looks like Spanish Inquisition and Rookies game going on there, so pretty cool stuff. Got the games going on now. But yeah, Swift, how's it going?
Going very well after that initial match. That was pretty exciting, and we saw an absolutely incredible shot in that last game. So just gonna quote Alduin a little bit there. Already seems some potentials from some people. Absolutely. I mean, we saw Blue in that last game. I've already forgotten the team names because there are just so many, but already showing just some absolutely amazing potential with the passing, and I mean, you get that cleaned up, and it's already looking absolutely fantastic. So
yeah, well,
looking forward to this match as well, obviously.
For Orange team, if Callan is to be believed, it's Team the Great Depression. Isn't that great? If not a little bit sad. But yes, over on Blue team, it's Team Ares, coached there by Techno-Wubs, I believe. Callan 101 over on the orange side. VRML player, Gold Division team, Creamy Milk. The incomparable Creamy Milk. But yes, so we're about ready to start here. I just notified Callan and whatnot that they can go when they please. But in the meantime, hello again to Twitch chat. So I mean, between this channel, I mean, we've got 130 right now here. Over on channel 2, last time I checked, it was 40 or so. So again, I mean, pushing those 200 combined numbers for the streams today, and that's huge. These very strong-looking teams with a very strong-looking coach here. Coach is about to joust for this first round.
Yeah, of course, and just obviously it's not just about this channel and the VRML channels. Obviously, it's great to see all the community channels shine as well. Over so we've got 213 viewers in total across the across the Echo Arena category, which is just awesome to see. I mean, viewership for everybody, of course, in this game is absolutely crucial, and helps to build many sub-communities and even introduce brand new people. I'm sure we have, well, I know we have many new people in Twitch chat right now, some of which, I mean, most of which don't even type in chat. So like, for one person that you see that asks a question that like clearly they've never seen the game before, there's something like 20 more that just are lurking around, and of course that's fine, but great to see such a growth from the community.
Absolutely, agreed, and it's fun continuing to watch it here as the viewers pile in, as these players pile in, and the players pile up on the disc right there, just outside that 3-point zone. It's going to be Apollo online with a clear right to the mid area, going for a boost as well, as is Shredder just shredding through the offenders and trying to cause some offense himself, but does get stunned by Poison, and Poison getting the clear now, sending it through, and back to the orange side it goes, as Blue takes it over here. Team Ares.
Absolutely, and just 10 seconds are remaining. Not gonna be quite enough, actually. Cartacow gonna extend that lead right at the end. What a shot. Just drifting past the goalie, and increases that to 10-0 to the Great Depression.
I think you're in the wrong game.
Am I in the wrong game?
Probably. Lucky I was doing play-by-play for most of that, so that didn't matter too much. Although, I am curious what game you are commentating. Are you with Dimwi right now?
Yeah.
Well, you could always hop into Dimwi's channel, I suppose, in that note. He's over in channel 2, Caster channel 2. Go and hop in with him if you'd like.
That game's just ended, I think, anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, hello to everyone in the stream. Don't worry, everything is fine. As we go here for the, looks like the grab, yeah, by Curly Fries, and he gets a clear as well. And right down the middle, as a couple players, or one player actually waiting back, the other one just the coach. Neon Dynamite taking over the disc.
Can confirm Neon Dynamite taking the disc. You didn't
Oh.
hear anything that happened in the last minute, by the way. It's not. Oh my goodness, that shot almost coming through. That's hilarious. I don't think that's ever happened. But Apollo trying to get that clear over to Jackie, and it is going to be stolen out yet again. Cleared away. I'm not going to get over that for the remainder of this match. So
It's okay. You know what I was mentioning in the last stream too, that we had some of those inside jokes among casters and viewers. You know, mathematical time and the, you know, don't panic kind of thing, and there's a lot of stuff like that that people aren't clued into. You've just created one for yourself here today, and that's okay. Now we got something else to work into the future inside jokes. For all the newer viewers, as Lemming VR subscribes with Twitch Prime, thank you very much. As Curly Fries gets it saved by Neon Dynamite. That was a dynamite save.
absolutely, and oh wow. Anyway, another inside joke. Sputnik is also not here. Yeah.
That's not an inside joke. That's just facts. But
Wow.
Jackie Chan takes it over. You know what is a fact? That goal is going to be conceded, but a little bit
It's
too
so-
astray off that angle.
Oh, and it's going to go in despite the speed not quite being there, but it is going to be taken yet again by Shredder and put in. I think that first initial shot actually was in. It was going to come in off the backboard, but it was incredibly slow and was taken luckily there by Shredder to stick that in yet again. But of course.
Spokey in the chat asking, are we supposed to know who Lemming is? I see a lot of people shouting out. Well, yes! I mean, maybe. Lemming, longtime player, one of my longtime teammates, two-time champion on Team Eclipse back in the day, 2017, 2018, good times, 2019, in fact, I think. I don't know, something like that. It's been some time, but yes, he is quite the renowned player. He streams, and he is a teammate supreme. As we get Jackie Chan with a disc. Good to see Jackie Chan playing Echo Arena.
Absolutely, and the pass not quite coming there to Curly Fries. It's still going to chase that down though, and he does actually get that first. However, he is covered by multiple players and does manage to. They do manage to get that out. Jackie Chan though taking this again, looking for that 3-point shot, but there is going to be a goalie, Neon Dynamite, who is going to look for that pass over to the tunnel. It's not quite going to make it through. It's going to bounce back.
Yeah, and back to Curly Fries, but stolen here by Nitro. Not too bad at all as they're going for the clear, and Jackie Chan just outside of his grasp. He's trying to catch up. Mentioned this in the previous streams as well. You know, going for those boosts definitely will help the new player more than absolutely anything when you're brand new. Every time you don't have the disc, look for someone to grab off of, get that mobility, and you'll be fine. As Poison Wolf gets the disc and maybe is looking for that cross pass, with a delivery just slightly astray, but I think off the bounce they should be able to retain. And indeed, there's Jackie looking for one more passing play, but a good dive from Shredder and the tap out on that cross pass.
Great defense there from the Great Depression, and we of course are never going to get over that name. This shot though actually looks to be pretty good, but Neon Dynamite yet again in the goal. Maybe we need to calm down with these 3-point shots, even though they look good. Need to make sure there's not a goalie before they throw it, so just take a little bit more time with this, as Jackie Chan will, and he will try and get that 2-point shot. Going to be a really nice save there though from Neon Dynamite, who's going to eventually get that cleared away.
All right, Dynamite, I see ya. That's a couple saves for him off of what was a nice move around the back, and that is a beautiful thing about Echo Arena, why we make the sport comparisons, one of the many reasons. Everything the players do physically, those around the backs, or the shields, the punches, the stuns, the way they shoot the disc, it's all one-to-one with real life. They're doing that in real life, just like Shredder there with yet another steal. So you have Neon Dynamite with some good saves. You have Shredder cutting through with some good steals in the midfield. The defense very strong here, trying to defend against that shot from Team Ares.
That was a great play there from Ares, trying to get the pass over to Curly Fries. It was an absolutely amazing pass there, in fact, to Curly Fries. Both of them were floating, of course makes it much harder to pass because it means that the other player cannot jump off the block, and of course that's a tip I can give just to everybody, if you're looking to receive a pass, if you wait on a block, it makes your target practically much bigger because you can just jump off and receive the pass anywhere. But Apollo will in fact walk this up, and he will get this 2-pointer. But of course, great play there from Aries. Just didn't quite work out on the finish, but a good recovery from the Great Depression to extend their lead to 4.
Yeah, we're depressed, repressed, whatever. You know what? I'm actually ecstatic. I'm anything but depressed on just to see all these numbers, to see all these players. There's just so many good things going on here in the league and in the game and community, as Curly Fries gets a 2-point shot right there for Team Aries. So Team the Great Depression still in the lead by a couple, but Aries cutting it in half now with less than 2 minutes left in this round.
I mean, say what you want about Aries, but they have definitely put the pressure on. Maybe saying something as well about the Great Depression defense. They have 47 stuns as opposed to the Great Depression 7, and they have 11 shots taken. Unfortunately, only converting on just one of them so far. But it does show you that they're getting some great plays already. Just maybe the finishes need to clean up a little bit. Or they need to take a little bit more time with the disc, which they seem to already be getting used to. The last 2-pointer being a very noteworthy, and Curly Fries just going for that shot. He's just going to miss that a little bit wide. It is recovered though by Jackie Chan, so trying to get this pass. He is covered by 3 players, and again another great pass. Curly Fries looking for yet another 2-point finish, and he will tie that up. Really good passing here from Aries, and good recognition.
Not only the good passing, very impressed by the passing, but as well as the positioning. They were looking for the right passes. So you can see these, Technowebs here and Callan as well for Orange Team. The coach is doing some good work because the positioning was good. They're looking for their passes a lot on that play. Yeah, they missed the first shot, but guess what? They're good positioning in the backfield there. They had that midfielder. Was able to get the disc back, and because they were spaced out so well, to get an open goal, but just missing there. That could have been maybe a game winner. But yes, just very good, cohesion overall from, again, rookie players, brand new to this game in the context of, just the last few weeks. And able to pull off, kind of these meta-like plays where they are thinking the team play, and I do like that on that last play. And right now, even trying to go for some back passes there. So even if the execution isn't always on, I like that they're going for it.
Absolutely, and as this game just comes to a close, that 3-point shot maybe costing the Great Depression a little bit, and something I just want to say as an overall, something that's really difficult to get down at the start is the pacing of the game and how important it is, and just taking as much time as you physically can with the disc, because a lot of the times.
On that note, though, speaking of pacing, these overtimes, I just want to say, because sometimes they end rather quickly. There's a joust, and there's the numbers advantage, so we see that a lot, but just unable to collect the disc is all, at least at first. Oh, and by the way, Boop with a Twitch sub, Prime, 4 months. Thank you very much in the clutch, as Shredder, the steel connoisseur, takes it away.
Yeah, and bouncing astray there. Curly Fries just getting the arm on it there, but just missing Poison Wolf's hands, and looking for this clear, but very good positioning there from Nitro to receive that pass. Looking for the shot, just gonna ding off the side there. Just missing a few players' hands, and it's so tense. Nitro trying to get this pass over to Shredder. He will eventually try to receive this, but it's going to be Jackie Chan first to that disc. And Poison Wolf looking for the clear. Eventually, it is going to get it. They're looking for the stun here. They do eventually get it, but Nitro is faster to that disc, and that's a very nice clear there. The goalie looking for it, just missing the hands. This clear coming through, 45 seconds left.
Yeah, the goalie there, the clear was nice, but the goalie was there. I do like what Team Aries did in the tunnel over there, because they were actually, they're brawling, but then looking for some short-range boost afterwards. Just unfortunately, weren't able to collect it immediately. That said, a clear will partially go through, just hang around in the tunnel. 25 seconds left. Nitro slinging it back out towards the wedge as it goes over to the hands of a Shredder, and now maybe looking for another play, but it will be taken away thanks to some stuns, and there's Jackie Chan on the other side to collect, to send it to the other end of the floor. Now, if they can find their boost, they might have themselves an opportunity as Curly Fries comes on through. So with 5 seconds left, a big steal from Nitro, taking it away, sending it to the midline. Double OT, folks, on the way.
Great defense by Ares there, and just to stop that final shot coming through, and absolutely we're going to see a double OT here. It's just getting caught up in plenty of places, and it's being stolen from both teams. We are seeing a bit of a disconnect here from the Great Depression. Hopefully not.
Looks like it's just from Cal and the coach. So ideally, hopefully they won't need any coaching plays for this round, but we'll see. They still do have their full other 4 players as going in for the shot.
Oh,
But save from Neon Dynamite. That's his at least 3rd save. That is the biggest one of the night to deny a double OT victory for the other team, for Team Ares. Huge defensive play from that man right there. Now just trying to snag it right back, but outside his reach as Shredder recovers.
That was absolutely ridiculous. Here comes another stun.
No!
And there goes
Fries, the win!
Oh,
Killer! It was Team Ares, the gods of war, coming in with some more thunder, and that is a 7-4 win in double OT, favoring the Blue Boys. What a fun match that was, and congrats to Blue Team, Team Ares, for that very entertaining game. But oh man, the plays there at the end, I mean the saves, the steals, so clutch. What an ending.
Neon Dynamite, what on earth was that save at the end? And a little bit of a mishap on the offense of the Great Depression, just assuming that the goalie, of Ares, assuming that the goalie won't come back, because of course it is a ticking timer. As soon as you stun the goalie, they are going to come back eventually, and he did come back just in time to get that save, and absolutely amazing keeping his skills sharp under that immense pressure, but unfortunately just gonna let that one slide in at the end after getting stunned again.
Absolutely. And you know, Curly Fries there. First of all, you want to know the scary thing is, after all that intensity, they have to do it again right here. Like we're still going. So after double OT to open this one up, I mean that was a big clutch win there from Team Ares, but they have to still come back and do it one more time. And it was Curly Fries by the by winning that one. He has all 7 points, in fact, for Team Ares in that round, so that's huge.
Absolutely. Ares trying to get that nice clear there, but Neon Dynamite with a good jump out of goal, and gonna clear that onto the other side. And in fact, it's looking to be Nitro. And it's a 4v2 over on offense, but Curly Fries still getting that steal over and trying to get this clear over. It looks like it's going to try and be recollected. No, but Poison Wolf does snatch this first. Nitro getting the slap out, so again, just a bit of a scrap for the disc here, and it's just getting slapped either side. But good recognition on the defense just at the very start. Curly Fries to walk this up right at the very end though, looking for this shot, backboard shot even, and it is going to go just past Neon Dynamite. Great shot there from Curly Fries.
Chat informing us we're still on highlights, so hopefully get that fixed momentarily. Sorry about that. As we get back to the second round, so Curly Fries just drove it in there from the side. Took a nice shot. First 2 points here in round 2.
Yeah, great shot there, and of course the backboard shot's coming out very soon in terms of starting the game. I mean, it's very, very difficult when you're first starting out to read like where the disc is going. It's one of the things that's even harder to train, because it kind of comes with just playing the game. But still taking that bounce shot, which, I mean, players down the line still find very difficult to line up. So very good work on the offense by Team Ares here, as Curly Fries yet again looks to walk this up and goes for that nice pass over to Poison Wolf. Poison Wolf looking to dunk this in, but Neon Dynamite managing to get that jump out of the goalie. It is recollected by Jackie Chan there, good positioning, and he is going to try for the shot, but another steal by Apollo Online. Great defense here by the Great Depression.
Yeah, Apollo online, UAV online. He had his sights set on that one. Got a good grab, as we've seen from a couple of these players over here defensively for the Great Depression. Speaking of, it looks like they did lose out on Shredder. He dropped out, some potential crash, hopefully not a battery issue, but nonetheless, will be a 3-on-4. It looks like for the meantime, as Apollo takes that shot, bold, but quite online once again. Dropping it hot, and it's 3-2, favoring Orange.
Yeah, Jackie Chan there over on Ares, I believe, trying to go for that save. Just misses the block and swings his arms around in agony almost, missing that 3-point save. But of course, yet again, a very difficult thing to figure out at the very start. Just finding your way around the arena and getting this pass down almost there to Poison Wolf and. Trying to recollect here, and he is going to get it yet again. There is an open pass next to the goal. In fact, no, opting for the stun. The pass to Curly Fries, and the shot is going to be all the way through. Good recognition and comms there from Ares.
Yeah, and that is 11 points. All 11 points. For Curly Fries, curling in for yet another shot. Looking strong. And yeah, just good on them for that passing as well. As I said, just making sure, regardless of whether or not the execution is there, you know, as new players, as rookies here in this Rookie Cup, to also answer 24 Garrison's question over there, or Garam's question. Yeah, Rookie Cup, new players here for the quest, put together by Haskell, Skinny, and Ducky on the Discord. And we're just happy to feature them and then get a look at what they're doing. Like these, you know, passing plays. Again, regardless of execution, I love the fact that they're going for it. They have these coaches, TechnoWeb's coaching for the blue side, Team Ares. You got Callan over there from the VRML team, Creamy Milk, coaching Orange team, Great Depression. So a lot of stuff going on to answer that question, as that shot is going to be just off and recovered by Neon Dynamite with a clear.
Absolutely, we've seen some amazing saves individually here by Neon Dynamite. He's got 5 for his team, just falling behind Apollo, who's got 6 saves. So just amazing work on the defense on the Great Depression. They just need to try and find that clear or the pass to get them over onto the other side of the floor. But really great work so far from both teams, making very, very exciting match. The last round we went to double OT.
Look at this. Hold on. First of all, the shot's going to come on through and be saved. Neon Dynamite. Oh, my goodness. Yet again with a huge save. But did you see that positioning there from the blue team as Curly Fries goes in for another shot? It looks like it may have been saved as well. Unfortunately, not getting the advantage of that one. Huge defense from Neon, but a great shot there, probably from Curly Fries. But I just want to say, even on the good defense, you see the positioning. They not only recovered the disc over there on Team Ares, they back passed it to the double diamonds at middle, and then he passed it up to the anchor at Nest. Like that is great team play. That's frankly meta. You turn on a VRML match this weekend, you're gonna see plays just like that all the time. Back pass to double, and then passing to Nest. That is these coaches are definitely earning their paycheck, which is to say, it's volunteer, but if there was a paycheck, they'd be earning it right now.
Absolutely. Curly Fries, yet again, looking for this play. They seem to have a very similar offensive play, and he is going to get that shot there from 4 meters out. They seem to have a very nice strategy over here on the offense. They are always going for this the stun out on the goalie, which I mean clearly is working out for them. And they've recognized how good of a goalie Neon Dynamite is, and that they need to just get him out of there before they take that shot, which is working pretty well out. Only 2 players making it out the tunnel initially, and the great shot there from Poison Wolf, who is going to get that just outside the bubble.
I don't know if we caught it on camera too. You saw a little bit of that on stream. He was giving the "What's up? I'm the man. I'm the man." He was giving that whole gesture there. Great shot by Poison Wolf off of that steal. That one's gonna hurt. We do have Shredder back into the game now. He had dropped out for a little bit there, but he is back on his team, and now they got the full 4. But unfortunately, only 3 minutes 20 seconds left in this second round. Hefty lead here for Team Ares as a quick boost comes out. Apollo getting it stolen though by Curly.
I was a little worried I was gonna see a windmill there after after one of the players grabbed them with the disc. a little bit of a shot slash pass coming out here. It is recovered bow by Jackie Chan, and really good clear there. Just trying to waste as much time as possible. Aries with this lead, and they are plenty of points ahead, and there's just 3 minutes remaining. Of course, they can still pull this back. The Great Depression can still definitely pull this back, especially with the work they've been doing on offense. They just have to try and convert this to defense, which is a lot easier said than done. Seedling there, just trying to do a little bit of a solo play. Didn't really have too many people to pass to there, so was forced to shoot there, but it does come back into Jackie Chan's hands, and he tries to reset it, but no, Nitro is going to get it. Going to look for this 3-point shot. Oh, just going to miss there, and that would have given them a great boost in not only in points, but also in momentum, as this headbutt actually comes out for Aries, and it's back on the Great Depression side.
Yeah, just it's a game of runs. It's a game of rhythm, especially with this VRML rule set, the competitive rule set, which I know, I mean, for one, for a lot of these players here, this is probably the first time that they're experiencing that VRML rule set, which is to say, 10-minute clocks, but continuous clocks, so even when goals are scored, it keeps on going. As Curly Fry, he's going to keep on going for some shots here, but saved again! Taken out there with defense surrounding him as well and cleared. So no concession from the Great Depression. Neon Dynamite has been lighting it up in the goal.
I was gonna say Curly Fry's missing a shot for once, but never mind. It looks like that bounce shot might have been in, whether it was intended or not. And I would certainly like to think that it was. But Nitro here again looking for the clear. But Curly Fry's again 2 stuns there, which are crucial. They just don't allow for this this clear, and it is running a lot of time down. Yet again another stun. Nitro's just frantically trying to get this out, and Poison Wolf trying to pass there. Great recollection there by Shredder after Curly Fries is just unable, and that's a great positioning there from Jackie Chan, but this stun and getting it back there, and Apollo is going to look for this clear, but oh no, might actually be pretty dangerous here. Curly Fries though looking for this this clear, and I'm seeing some really nice pressure being put on the offense, which is maybe why we don't see the Great Depression getting as many opportunities. There's a lot of stuns here coming out from Aries onto the offense of the Great Depression, which are absolutely ruining their setups here.
Well, you know, a lot of there's a lot of good defense coming from the Great Depression as well, but the offense is just stifling. I mean, I think definitely for Team Aries, they got a little bit, actually a lot bit of both the offense and defense going in. But I mean, how many times today have we mentioned over on the Great Depression side as that bounce shot has maybe a chance? But how many times have we mentioned from an orange player, you know, Shredder in the midfield, steal after steal after steal after stun after steal, getting a bunch of those throughout. You mentioned Neon Dynamite as well, you know, who contributed with the multiple saves, a huge one over there in OT, a double OT earlier, and just a plethora of great defensive plays. But ultimately, yeah, wasn't able to stop the endless barrage, it seemed like, from Curly Fries and co. You know, Seedling and Poison Wolf, Jackie Chan, all of them doing a good job spacing out, finding their passes, those resets, and just making the right plays. And then Curly Fries, oftentimes the finisher of all that team play.
And of course, I think it's impossible to look at this match without the stats. I mean, they're incredible. I mean, 116 stuns for a start, which of course Aries were getting on the offense and the defense of the Great Depression, trying to deny both the saves and the offense opportunities, which was working out very, very well for them in that second round. And 17 saves on the Great Depression side, and 6 to Aries. That's very impressive, and it would be even for an official VRML match. I mean, that's crazy amount of saves and just absolutely amazing defense from the Great Depression.
Yeah, and I saw some, I mean, people in there in the chat mentioning just how impressive, you know, for rookie players, some of these guys are definitely showing immediately. I mean, yeah, those saves are one of the traditionally more difficult parts of learning to play Echo Arena, or most sports, you know, because defense is such a positional based thing. It's such a nuanced thing. It's hard to really teach certain aspects of defense easily compared to offense, where you can say, you know, this is this is how you position. You make this pass, you make this shot, you know, things like that. You can talk about those all day, but for defense, a lot of it is so just so subtle. But those subtle things make the big difference. And as the population explodes, you're seeing more of these defensive players coming through and just picking off discs, whether on saves or steals, left, right, and center. And that is a testament to, again, the growth of the game and where it's going. These are the players, these are the pro players of tomorrow, the gold teams of tomorrow, the master teams of next year, you know. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Absolutely, and I saw Boop earlier in the chat mention something similar. But yeah, like the players, where they are now from just joining a few weeks ago, and I think probably a few of these players joining just days ago, and already just some absolutely amazing plays coming out, whether they're executed gracefully or not. I mean, if the thought is there, which is the hardest thing to get into, really, is the thinking and the just trying to get the plays in your mind and trying to, you know, get, okay, well, there's a player pressuring me, I've got a back pass. That's not an easy thing to get into your mind when you're under pressure. And I mean, already these teams are already like, we're already seeing them do this sort of thing, and it's just about perfecting it, which is the easier part, I guess.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We're looking forward to our next game. Just trying to transition into that right now, it seems like, and that will be, do believe, the third round here of matchups in the brackets. Getting ready to go, so we're going to take a brief intermission. Again, we'll stay online and whatnot, though. But stay tuned, and we'll finish this out strong with one more match going on. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Rookie Crossplay Cup here for Echo Arena. This match in particular hosted by VRML. I'm Palidore, being joined once more by Swiift in the casting booth. We have so much for subtlety over on the cameras. And SirDimwi, somewhere in the distance, biding his time. But here, we got ourselves an exciting match, no doubt. One more to close off day one. And it's going to be Spanish Inquisition over on Orange team versus Quest to Win on Blue. Both of these teams 2-0 so far on the day. So this is someone's going to eat their first loss, Swift, and this is going to be an exciting match to find out just who that might be.
Absolutely, and we saw a good performance from Quest to Win earlier on our first match, and gotta say, I'm becoming increasingly, how do I put this, worried of all this new skill that's creeping up, because no doubt these guys are gonna grow very very quickly, and of course we're already seeing the basis of all of the play's form. It's just about cleaning it up, which is kind of just what you do after the fact. So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these teams participate in VRML Season 2 as we do get started on Round 1 on this neutral joust.
Yeah, and it looks like, too, over on VRML Channel 2, potentially, if the invites go down, might be getting one more stream up there as well in the near future. But for this one, again, the 2-0, both of these teams 2-0, Spanish Inquisition on Orange. And over on Blue, it's Quest to Win. And we're going to see who's going to go for not their second win, but the third win, and go undefeated on day one, as it's taken here by Carter. And a right back, by Brooksy, but couldn't make that first shot.
And Carl looking for this clear, they just can't get the grab on, but he does get it eventually, and very crowded tunnel as Brooksy Boy does manage to get that clear back into the Spanish Inquisition side, and we see Lanes look for this clear, and again more forming up on this disc. But the headbutt coming through will deny the clear, and again getting the disc back yet again is Isto C. Marino. Okay, well, anyway, this clear, Quest to Win.
Mariano. I don't know, Spanish Inquisition, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Carl looking for this clear, and it is actually going to be all the way through. Very dangerous if they can get some of their players over to this side, but Quest to Win with a great re-grab over to to their own side, and Brooksy Boy unfortunately just not be able to find that clear, but it is recollected, and again already seeing teams re-grab at this stage is absolutely very impressive, and that 3-point shot actually looking pretty good if the Geo wasn't there, and the clear coming all the way through though, and it will be Quest to Win again to try and recollect this disc.
Yeah, deep in the back line there, it's Brooksy Boy looking for the shot. Couldn't quite make that one, but might get his own rebound over here on the side. Well, it does, but right on the tiptoes, it's Carter Cow on the nose with the steal, the clear, now looking for some boosts, and exactly like you mentioned, Swift, and like we've been kind of going with that running theme throughout this stream, how mobility is so important, especially at the new player level. When you're just getting into that game, you see these teams looking for their grabs to get that extra momentum and that extra speed down the floor, and that's why they're able to recover these discs. As Brooksy Boy tries for that shot, maybe his own rebound again. No, it's going to be over here to Slow Sloth. And a pass just going to be picked off there, and back to the wedge.
Yeah, and of course got to mention re-grabbing, as I saw a few comments about that in the chat, so people might not know what that is. That 3-point shot looking very promising from Lanes, just going to get that ding. But yeah, re-grabbing is pulling yourself off your own teammates in order to go much faster, and Quest to Win looking for a bit of an example. There you go, and yeah, just grabbing your teammates and trying to chain up grabs on each other and throwing yourself off each other to get fast around the arena. and that is of course one of the first things at least I will teach people anyway. And if you're looking for mentors, there are plenty over in the Echo Discord ready to teach mobility and plenty of stuff like that. And I'm
Speaking of,
sure.
though, look at that mobility there being shown again down the floor. I mean, they're doing a good job of getting back to end-to-end for Quest to win. It's just more so converting on these goals that they're having trouble with. But I mean, it goes for both these teams because you can see they're just stuck on the donuts after a few minutes, and a lot of stuns as they go nuts over in the back line. So here comes the stacks. There comes some boost, but fast one from Brooksy Boy. Is able to get there just in time.
Absolutely, and again, Quest to win with the mobility, and of course keeping on with that theme, and that's what won them the game that we saw earlier on, the first game that we saw of them, and in fact the first game that we casted. They won because of their mobility and their ability to get around the arena, and there's Brooksy Boy with an amazing shot there from the just outside the 3-point line while he is pressured by one of the members of Spanish Inquisition. Still gets that shot, a mail slot of sorts between the nest and the shield, but what a shot!
What a shot! Ever persistent and resilient, finally converting on that. It sounds like we got maybe a timeout call or someone restarted for a tech. So, okay, by VRML rules, not saying that this is what this is necessarily, but typically, if you need to take a tech timeout, essentially is what it is. You restart after the score or a goal is scored. You can do that, and then you have a 5-minute cooldown. So I think some sort of issue over there on Spanish Inquisition side that they're trying to accommodate for. So we'll be getting a restart shortly. That said, since we do have the time, I do want to get to JNub real quick because he's saying on regrab. Well, first of all, it says, "Man, I'll start learning about mobility once they release Comp on Quest." Comp it is on Quest essentially because of the crossplay factor. VR Master League is in fact open to all. Of course, right now we're kind of in our postseason, our playoffs of sorts. We have some big matches coming through in this weekend, and but yeah, for crossplay users, for new Quest users, you can get integrated into VRML no problem. And the thing is, it's based on, I guess this is the perfect time to plug, right? It's a flexible based system, so you get 2 matches per week. You get to assign yourselves among the teams, organized when you play throughout that week. It's a ladder-based system, so teams, they play their first few matches, and you get assigned MMRs. And that way it means when you do get your games, it's ideally, going to be against teams of similar rankings. So you're not just going to come into the league brand new, 1 month old, and then you're facing off against, your team jokers or your phantoms of the league, number ones in their division. I mean, in season 1 of VRML, which we're just finishing up here, we had about 40 teams combined just consistently throughout the season. And with all these new Quest players filling up the teams, filling up the chats, the more new teams that register, the better it is, because you guys are just going to be paired against each other. You're going to be getting that competitive experience and the casting together without fear of just being stomped over and over. So highly encourage you guys to join up with VRML when you get the chance.
Of course, and just gonna interrupt there a little bit. I think talking about competitive matchmaking, where you talking about in terms of something like Overwatch and the way that they do something like that.
No, it still gave me a chance to plug, so you know what, I'm good.
Yeah, no, but I mean, of course, I'm sure they gave it a look, and I mean, if it would make sense, it would have already been in the game, but it's niche enough as it is, and we don't need to split the people basically. And VRML sort of serves as a medium for very competitive play anyway. So I mean, you'll find very competitive games in just your regular matches, as of course the hidden MMR system should pair you with players of your skill level, and of course, hopefully to improve in the future, of course, as we've got a big influx of players really testing this system out, and yeah, it's only gonna really improve from here. So
Yeah, I absolutely agree. We're just seeing. I mean, again, we far surpassed our season peak viewers today, and consider the fact. Okay, we peaked out, I think, around 190-ish for the first round, and that was considering the fact we had 300 other players playing the game, not even watching the streams necessarily. So I'm quite interested in seeing what it looks like tomorrow for the final half of this rookie crossplay cup, basically. But yeah, it's super impressive and it's fun. By the way, the timeout, we're just trying to figure it out and kind of organize over there in the chat. And again, big shout outs over and over. Can't do it enough for Hasko, Skinny, and Ducky. The three of them doing a lot of hard work over the last couple weeks putting this together, especially the last few days. It's been, by all accounts, tireless. You know, like I said, we have the for me and Swiift subtlety. We get to sit here and call the game, which is fun, but grand scheme of things, the easiest part, just because of all the heavy workload that they undertook on the organizational end. So shout out to them over and over. They did a great job.
absolutely, and just saying hi to all the faces in the chat. Hello, NotKex, who is a current player for. Oh god, if I get this wrong, I've set myself up for failure. I believe it's Team Gecko.
Team Gecko.
Probably got that wrong.
I'm fairly positive it's Gecko. If not, we both are horrible human beings and casters and professionals, but, you know, I think we got it. And wait. Never mind. Potato. I thought it said Palitato. I'm like, what? Do I have a potato-based fan club now? I already had one fan club this season, and it didn't last all too long, but yes. It's patio. Kappa. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the compliments. Thank you, casters, you beauties. Well, thank you, Twitch chatters, you beauties. But yeah, hopefully everyone else is having a good time around these parts. Again, join us tomorrow as well. Same start time. Well, granted, there were delays today, maybe. But same theoretical start time tomorrow for the last run of this cup, last half there with all the top 16, I believe, coming in. And that will be, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll be streaming that right here, same channel. And then this weekend as well, both Saturday and Sunday, all throughout the day, we have both a European and North American round-robin cups, finals qualifiers, essentially, as we wind down this season. So if you guys, you new players and you new viewers tuning in, do want to get a good look at the high-level play of these teams who've been around for the last 2 or 3 years now, and just see what that Master Division is like live and, on stream, this weekend is definitely the time to do it. So tune in, tomorrow for the finale of the Rookie Crossplay Cup. Tune in this weekend for the penultimate finale of Season 1 of VR Master League.
Yeah, no, so we kick off this round that apparently 6.5 minutes long. We will... I'm just going to answer that question in the chat. The crossplay is for the Quest, from Quest and Rift users, and Rift S users, of course. You can, however, play on other devices through Revive,
And Quest Link as well, technically.
Oh, yeah.
Although the Quest version now is so good.
I really don't know why you would. Other than to play combat.
It was more so during like alpha and things like that. If you wanted to try out crossplay, the crossplay beta testing. But now that crossplay is fully out and available, not necessary. The Quest is so impressive. The Quest version and how well it translates over, just in terms of not only graphics but just the mechanics, the tracking. Everything about it is incredibly impressive. And again, I say that as someone with 3 years Echo experience and just significant competitive experience. It definitely surpassed expectations in a very good way. Like it's excellent.
Yeah, of course, and already seeing, that's going to come very close to just bouncing in there. And in fact, it looks like they're gonna try and recollect this yet again. Carter looking for this 2-point shot, and it is.
There we go.
Eventually gonna make its way in for the 2-3, and just gonna make that lead a little bit shorter as these 5 minutes are running down. But yeah, of course, we're already seeing many of the competitive current VRML players switch over to Quest, and of course all of the oldies but goldies. So of course you and Lemming are coming into mind. And I'm pretty sure
Simeon
as well.
too.
Oh yeah, Simeon.
Yeah, my other Eclipse teammate there from the last seasons 2 and 3 of VRL. Yeah, he's back in the mix as well on Illuminati. As that shot's just gonna be off the back, taken right back though by Brooksy, but then back again. Steal after steal, and getting the better deal of that one is Quest to win over on blue side, or rather Spanish. As they get it to the blue side, and it looks like they might have themselves an open goal here. Swift have a lot of time to line it up, and there it goes. It's Mariano with a shot, and they're up by 1. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And Quest to win, not quite finding the mobility that they were finding in the last round. So maybe trying to get this mobility back and get back in time for to save the goal, and at least save the 3-point shot. Which, I mean, it was not 3. It was just 2, but
we know. That's what we were coming to tell
nevertheless
you.
coming
Somebody
in,
disconnected.
Brooksy Boy. I don't know if we're having
Like they might-
another
oh.
issue here, but Brooksy Boy getting caught on one of the defenders. Still makes his way through though eventually. Just waiting back.
Like,
I think we're having another timeout.
Like right after the goal, it said.
They're currently discussing potential reset, I think. Yeah, after the goal because of a crash of sorts.
Yeah, it was what.
And it's one of those things again, because it is a new cup for new players. Understanding the order of operations in terms of, okay, what happens when crash happens or a tech issue, things like that. Pressing the restart button gets in the way sometimes, but usually once you've done it a couple times, it becomes more natural. Looks like in this case though, I think maybe he's still playing based on Lanzan's communications there, the coach. So they got their player back, Motion Dude. So there we go. All right, no timeout. They're just gonna keep playing on here, and on we go, Swift.
And looking to recollect yet again is Slow Sloth, who's going to throw that just behind him, and
we almost called full timeout.
Sai going for the clear and clear and boost actually, and here comes the player that I still don't know how to pronounce, and he does come in for that 2-point
Mariano.
shot. There you go.
I did that specifically because I see Skinny lurking in the background of our voice channel right now. He likes the Pali accent, I think. I don't know. I try. But nonetheless, we're gonna launch out here. 2 minutes left. It's a 3-point lead for Spanish Inquisition. Did you expect it? I mean, I guess I kind of did. Both these teams 2-0, so either way, I wouldn't be surprised to see either of these teams win out. But finishing up strong here in this third and final round, which is to say of the brackets, the Swiss brackets of day 1.
Good pass there, but the shot not quite coming through, and it's going to be cleared out. There's just a minute 35 remaining, and a 3-point lead, so most likely going to want to look for this 3-point shot, although 2-2-pointers are definitely an option, but with the pacing of this game so far, might want to look for that 3 instead, and maybe try to get a stun on the goalie as they were trying to get earlier on. Motion Dude forced to throw this straight down, and Slow Sloth trying to just find a little bit of time with the disc, although the Spanish Inquisition not really giving them any, which is very good recognition that they need to do this here with the time, and another steal out from Carter Cow, clearing it away, and trying to go for another clear, although they might have an opportunity yet again here. Slow Sloth looking for the grab on the disc. He is going to be able to try and get that little bit of a shot there. Motion Dude trying to walk this up for the 2-point earning. Wow. We will get the 2-point shot here, but they are going to want to look for another one very quickly. We see them in the game chat there talking just 40 seconds remaining. It's going to be just around 25 by the time this countdown ends, and yeah, let's see if they can use their mobility that we've seen to pressure this and maybe try and get an interception. In fact, it isn't going to make it through the tunnel. So Brooksy Boy looking for looking for the disc, but a couple stuns denies it. And Quest to win again, looking to find this disc yet again. Yesai Fox looking for the disc to clear it away. 5 seconds left, and that is going to be securing the victory. Just 1 point. Oh, in fact, it isn't, because I believe it's 1 round to either team.
Correct, sir, as we get the 1 point victory here. There were a couple stoppages there briefly, so that was the main thing, but I even hear Lanzan, the coach there, playing on the VRML team Space Force. He's giving them the heads up that they need to restart, make sure the times are good for the next round. But yes, first round going over to Spanish Inquisition here. Off of a very, very close win. But 4 points from Mariano and Carter with 2.
Impressive games here. And of course very close and very good to watch. Both teams putting on a great show here. We've got Quest to win with their just great mobility, and that's kind of the name of the game here for their strategy, it seems. And Spanish Inquisition have also got great positioning and great pressure on Quest to win when they try and get the offense and the passing around, which is working out very well for them in that past round. But I mean, both teams are kind of countering each other, which means that it could be any round is either team's round basically. So very, very exciting to watch.
It says he's joining in. He's joining in right now.
Yeah, with the whole rule set here with VRML 2, now that we again have a couple minutes, because I know a lot of the viewers are probably unfamiliar and are kind of confused at what they're seeing. With 10 minutes. Best of 3, it's a running clock, so even after scores occur, the clock keeps on running. And it's just 4v4. The quest base coming in, all they know is 4v4. But for the first 2.5 years of Echo Arena, even longer than that really, I mean, it's been 3v3 in public games. And then in competition for the first 2 years or so, it was also 3v3. We only got this 4v4 meta starting up here in this last, 8 months or so is when it kind of started becoming a thing and gaining traction. And I like it. A lot of players like it. That's why we stuck with it, because it offers just so much teamwork, versatility. Less dependent on the individual, more dependent on the passing, on the stacking. You see the metas opening up where you have some teams running those double stacks, which is to say teams that latch onto each other. The speed is... Oh, geez, that would have been something else had that gone in, but it was not meant to be as we launch out here in round 2, and disc control looking to be in anyone's hands as the punches come through.
Absolutely, and 4v4 again, introducing a great deal of depth to the game. There's so many different strategies that you can do in 4v4 just because of the extra play that you have, and usually running 2 separate stacks of players that will just re-grab around the arena basically together. The defense and offense, as that shot will just come off the rim there, and it is recollected again by lanes and cleared away. But yeah, of course, just offering so many different strategies that you can do, like an almost endless seam of strategies, and you can do a lot of different things, and teams are rewarded for doing stuff different. I mean, it makes it harder to counter, and just what a save there from Brooksy Boy, and gonna look for this clear here. It is stolen out by Carter Cal though. Great re-grab there from Yesai Fox, but looking for the leech here is gonna be Slow Sloth, and he is gonna get the disc for that clear. But yeah, very exciting to watch.
Stuck a little bit on this side of the floor now. For Quest to win, they're doing a good job to get the disc back, retain it, and slap it through. And finally, they do get themselves a successful clear. And now the battle of regrabs unfolding at midline. But Carter being the one to come away with it on that advantage. He does have back pass available if needed. You can hear a little bit of coaching going on in my ear on that, but it will be cleared through to the bubble. And again, there's a speedy stacks coming in for the grab. But actually a little bit of an overshoot will delay it slightly. And then back to Mariano, but taken out by a Brooksy Boy. And Brooksy, well, he does see the disc again and again, just in great position multiple times now to get that disc.
And of course, Questawin seeing the opposite of kind of what I was expecting going into this to this cup. Often we see, especially when 4v4 was first kicking off, just having basically it being 3v3 but with a goalie just like all the time, and even VRML seeing that played sometimes, which I mean doesn't really turn out very well. Questawin though playing incredibly aggressive on their defense, and it's working very well in fact for them. They're using that stack instead of just having that goalie, and it allows them not only to save the shots as they can predict it, but Motion Dude going for that anchor shot on the nest to give them their first 3 points of the game. But yeah, playing very aggressive Questawin, it's putting a lot of pressure on Spanish Inquisition, and of course forcing a lot of these turnovers and causing Spanish Inquisition to not be able to get any points, which has put Questawin in a 3-point lead.
Boop mentioning in the chat, I can see that now. Yeah, it looks like a Questawin without the dashes. Quest Town, either or. We'll just call them quests as they go on a quest here on defense, and successfully so. Motion Dude gets it out there, tries to butt it out now. Regrab, slung out, motion again. He is in one fluid motion defensively. A grab, and a clear. That I continue to be impressed by the defensive prowess that I see from new players these days. Just showing those reflexes, showing the instincts, and the wherewithal, even in crowded situations, to get those clears after the saves.
Yeah, Boop, absolutely not the only one. I also thought it was Quest Town first coming into that first game. No spaces in between the letters in the name.
I like Quest Town though. That's a good name. That's a really good name.
Oh yeah. I hope actually if they stay together as a team, which would be great, of course, because I mean they're already. I'm sure that there's going to be plenty of people in the Rookie Cup, even if they all don't stay as a four stack just together. I'm sure that we'll see plenty of duos just stay together through this team, and it's a great way to form up some relationships with some of the players with the boosting and all that. But already playing very well, Questawin. So I hope to see, of course, some reform, and if they do reform and come in for VRML Season 2, please make your name Quest Town.
Yes, I expect it now. Good name, and for sure, the deep male slot maybe just gonna be taken back, but I definitely expect a big influx going to Season 2 and beyond. I mean, so many new players here, and fun to see as they go for the contest, kind of piling up a little bit on the ramp. Taken back though by Mariano, but right back again. See what I mean with these steals, just back and forth, and I like that at every opportunity they're not necessarily forcing the brawls when they don't need to. They're also just looking for that disc and trying not to get stuck with those stuns, you know. Stuns, very handy thing. Not always necessary, just depending on the situation, you know. It's risk reward on whether you want to risk getting blocked or not, and what to do in that situation. As a nice duck comes through and a shot, but bold. It's Motion Dude. He knows what to do with another save, another clear.
It's Stock Mariano. I'm going to stick with that pronunciation for now. Anyway, he does manage to get that clear over, and Brooksy Boy looking for that 3-point shot yet again. We're seeing a lot of these coming through on Spanish Inquisition, and I've got to say they are looking rather impressive. They've just got to make sure that there isn't a goalie to stop him, and then I'm sure they'll be making some of those in the future. Good mobility here from Questawin, and they are looking to grab this disc, and Motion Dude looking to just play the time here. And Brooksy Boy looking for that clear, and looking to find the stack. Unfortunately, just going to split up there as the clear comes down. In fact, that will find! Wow! So I'm sure that was unintentional.
Now, Carter Cow, what in the world was that?
I don't know if that was intentional, but to tie up the game, the shot off the shoulder, which is in fact a shot that we have some NA players from VRML actually going for, and there comes one from Carter Cow to try and yeah, of course, a new Zach W. And it's Stock Mariano, in fact, looking to extend that and take the lead by 2 points as Quest to Win not quite going to find their stack back. But, wow, I'm flabbergasted. That was absolutely insane.
Well, good shot there, intentional or not, you can be the judge, but some people, indeed, as you learn more and more, the thing is about Echo, infinitely deep. See what because Zach, anyway, but it's super deep. Point is,
Alright, I'm pushing up now.
every one of these islands, these geos, these colored blocks, whatever you want to call them, I mean, they have a purpose. There are so many bounce shots, including off ceilings, floors, walls, what have you, but every block on this floor, you can use them creatively to make these bounce shots, these bounce passes, to just position out on the field and offer those anchor passes. I mean, there's a lot of variety involved there. Is that? Please tell me. Okay, good. It happened again. I was about to lose it a little bit, but right there, it's just back-to-back dunk-ins essentially from Mariano, and it's 7-3 on the lead for Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, and still the comeback opportunity here. They just need to find a 3 or even 2 2s will do the trick. But yeah, and of course, gotta shout out Boop because I know he's in the chat. He is our EU bounce shot veteran. I guess older bounce shot veteran in terms of the age of the shots. But yeah, anyway, the defense is looking pretty good for Spanish Inquisition. They're receiving these passes and they're getting the clears most of the time, and they are just positioning very well into getting these intercepts whenever Quest to Win tries to get something on them. And in fact, that one looked good as well. If it wasn't saved by lanes, looking for that clear yet again, just not going to find the tunnel, and it's going to be recovered yet again by Quest to Win, and recovered again by both teams. And Motion Dude looking for the clear, finding a bounce there. We're going to almost finds DJ Legacy's hands, who's forced to just throw that away there, and it's going to be Yesai Fex who looks for that clear yet again.
Back to mid it goes, and with 30 seconds left, it's looking like Spanish Inquisition by the skin of their teeth in round 1. Much less so here, though, in the second. They're going to come away with that 2-round win. It was a very fun match, both rounds here. But yeah, Spanish Inquisition, they're going to come away undefeated, it looks like, in day 1. On series, at least, and for Quest to Win, might be eating their first loss here, but I mean, still impressive efforts. And again, folks, we're doing this again tomorrow. Same start time. We've got a lot of good stuff going on. So it will be, yeah, it'll be super fun to get that stuff streamed tomorrow. And again, the VRML matches over the weekend as well.
We did score 3 out of. I mean, we did win 3 out of 4.
And yeah, so that will be the best of 3 concluded here, and a third round, unfortunately denied that time, but it was a fun match. There's a lot of impressive stuff that we've seen from multiple players here throughout all the streams today. I mean, the defense was insane. Some of the saves we saw, some of the steals, and just the passing. The fact that we did see, in fact, some good back passing. We saw, especially like in this game, we saw some stacks from both teams getting that mobility through, and those are just the difference makers.
Yeah, absolutely, and GG's coming in there into the chat. Absolutely was a very fun game to watch and watch over. And again, like you said, Quest to Win, winning out the first couple rounds of the cup with the mobility, but Spanish Inquisition able to just stun them out basically and get the shots, and they are making the shots, and yeah, they will get that the 7-3 lead, and of course that unfortunate or fortunate, depending on how you look at it, shot from the nest over there. Yeah, and they would have won either way, even if that didn't go in. But some great offense by Spanish Inquisition are going to win them that round, and they are going to be undefeated, looking like phantoms here over in VRML.
Yeah, looks like that is the case. Now, that said, I'm getting a notification a little bit here that we do have potentially one more round to go in one last match. Apparently, one of the matches here is going to round 3, and they would like it to be casted. So maybe 10 more minutes, kind of a encore coming along the way. If we do get those invites momentarily, we shall see here. But yes, give us a moment to organize that. But either or. Thank you everyone else for watching here today. It's been fun. Stay tuned as we close out this this day with where we again got how many subs earlier on to start the stream? 4 or 5, and we got our peak 190 some viewers on the season. I mean, that's pretty crazy in itself. Among all the 300 plus players, and I think 400 really when you add in all the subs and the coaches and things like that. But yes, and okay, so I do have my invite here. In fact, so brief intermission. We'll actually come back to you with one more 10-minute third round match around the corner. All right, hi again, folks. So actually, update on that. A little bit of confusion. See, when you're talking about round 3 in the game sense or round 3 in the brackets. It was the latter. So actually, we do have another match coming up next, and it will be a full set, full best of 3 starting. So we shall be back momentarily with that. One more encore match. These teams waited to be casted. We're gonna do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back one more time. In fact, with these two teams who waited for us to arrive, and well, we're here. And so is the Twitch chat. Still got 160 plus all involved there watching today. Been hype. But for these two teams, Team Barricade over on Orange with Coach Mozzie. We have over on Blue, it's a Sync, coached by Egret. So two talented players, VR Master League players. And we're about to get started here. So again, I'm Palidore, casting alongside Swiift on commentary, and so much for subtlety over on the cameras, doing excellent work. So how are you, Swiift?
Still doing very well after a couple of very, very exciting games, and looking to find another one here. Got to shout out VTS King. He's been in the chat for a while, and don't think we shouted him out, but yes,
Of course.
he has, in my humble opinion, one of the best emotes on Twitch. But anyway,
Agreed.
Finn looking to find the clear, and already kicking off this match with some great plays on both teams for defense. Mr. Nate, bro, with the prime sub, thank you very much.
In the clutch. Gotta love all the subs coming in here from these viewers today and all the interaction. Love it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And oh, and here we might see a bit of an opportunity from Sync. What a save from Tantrum, diving out the goal there to grab it out of his hands. A very aggressive defense style. We've seen a couple times today.
If I was that
already.
shooter, I would be throwing a tantrum. That was a good grab. Ridiculous.
Absolutely, and Fly here looking to recollect and maybe find another opportunity here for Sync. Unfortunately though, that pass just going to find the bottom of the bow tie, and looking to recollect yet again as they got some good stuns denying the regrab there over in the middle for Barricade. And Tantrum forming a barricade, but Barry coming right back, but the 3-point shot just dings, and Adam Fly looking for that bounce shot, and it's good, but what a save from Tantrum.
Okay, I'm glad we arrived at this game to cast this one because I'm super impressed with what I'm seeing already in just these first couple minutes. The positioning, the comms, the saves, everything about this, they're looking great here, Swift.
Yeah, and Mozzie must have been doing a great job, as it seems like the whole goalie meta that's in VRML has seemed to carry over somehow. And just some ridiculous saves. I mean, we've seen all day today. I mean, some great shots, of course, as well, but the saves have just been absolutely on point, it seems, for all the teams today. And Tantrum, of course, contributing to that a great load with those two absolutely incredible saves there. And Finn here looking to recollect.
See Rose in the chat just pointing out, Tantrum's an excellent goalie, saying they played against him many times. So yeah, reputation starting to build here, as that shot is not quite put in there, but right slung out against the bow tie and rebounded by Dylan.
And Dylan looking for the clear. It's in fact going to be all the way down and is going to roll back up. Tantrum reading that disc perfectly and going to try and go for that clear. Just going to miss the tunnels though, and it is looking to be recollected by Sync. But first on the hands is going to be Barricade, who look to pass that away. And oh boy, there's probably going to be a ton of puns coming through if they keep their defense up. Dylan looking for that the shot off the ceiling there, maybe a bit of a pass as well. Barry looking for the 2-point shot, just going to miss there as Adam looks to recollect this, but first to the disc is going to be Finn, who is pressured into that clear that's just going to miss the tunnel yet again, and Barry is forced. Actually, that's a great pass there to Adam, but throwing that up because they are pressured very well by Barricade. And here comes the clear, but yet again, great positioning here from Sync, able to get these clears straight back as soon as they are thrown. And yeah, Barry yet again looking for another shot opportunity on the goal, but Tantrum again denying that one and going for that clear.
Right back into the bubble. Now it's going to bounce pretty dangerously close to that goal, but splitting off on the stacks and then recollect. See, I love this. They get the clear. They're already looking for the boost. It did get stunned very nicely by a couple defenders there. Hey, it's Finn, one of them. But again, there you go. A clear. They're looking for the boost. They're doing the right thing. So the coaches here, Mozzie and Egret, doing fantastic jobs in a short amount of time to just emphasize, you know, the way that they need to play in order to win.
Absolutely, and I mean, we've already seen great plays from both teams, but both countering each other. Although first, we might see the first few points here, but no, just missing the 2-point shot there. Adam though looking for that pass maybe over to the nest, and not quite going to find it though. But Barry able to recollect again, and here comes a little bit of a contest for the disc. Silver though looking for that 2-point shot. No! As Tantrum looks for that clear after the save, he puts it into his own goal. Oh, that's so unfortunate. After all the great defense that Tantrum has put work in there for Barricade, he ends up putting it into his own goal.
5 minutes, and we get our first goal, and that's how it goes. And sometimes, I mean, you just gotta shrug it off. You know what? A lot of time left. This is still the first round. Plenty of time to get back on the board and tie it right back up, or even take a lead. Over here for Team Barricade. So, yeah, that barricade being opened, as you mentioned, by themselves. So, we'll see if they can convert on offense here. But it looks like it won't be the case as a slap clear goes over into the tunnel area and actually right back into mid.
Absolutely. I've only seen 6 minutes of both of these teams, and I already know, I mean, they're going to be just such great plays in the future. The positioning coming over from Sync, forcing the turnovers straight away after Barricade get the clears. They're stacking up very well at mid to recollect after, you know, Barricade try and get it out of their half. But also on Barricade, on the other hand, getting the saves. Tantrum doing an absolutely ridiculous job, and of course the rest of Barricade pressuring Sync to throw those shots, because of course the more you're pressured, the less time you have to think about where you're going to put the shot on the goal and get it past the goalie. So it's
See the defensive pressure as well coming through, and you know how you evade that, some back passes and things like that. You saw they're available for it, but they did eventually get it to the orange side here. And I want to shout out quick, Mighty Quinn VR, giving us the tier 1 sub gift actually to who else but Rad David N from Ready at Dawn. So how about that? Getting the sub to the devs. And thank you so much in the clutch, as that shot is just slightly off on that touch, but it will be Barry and not quite in line with the goal. As we see, how many narrow misses have we seen? Like, good positioning to get the rebounds, but yeah, these very narrow misses. But they're persistent, Swift, and they're gonna go in for the 2. It's Adam as he flies through for the goal.
Yeah, just inside that bubble there, taking that shot, and what a shot there! 17 meters a second, absolute ordeal of power, and yeah, shots taken. I have to point here. We've seen 13 total in the game already, just in the first round, in the first like 7.5 minutes, in fact, and just no goals, just so many narrow misses, and yeah, as you mentioned, just a very, very close game. I mean, the only reason that we see them up by 4 is because of the unfortunate placement into their own goal there, but still they can come back from this one. They still have 2 minutes left to put 4 points on the board, which I mean, if they can convert their skill from defense onto offense, which I don't doubt at all, we can definitely see a turnover in this game.
Well, we're seeing some of the turnovers coming through, kind of back and forth through mid, as these teams really are just trying their hardest to contest as best they can. I mean, you see even right here, Tantrum and Barry knocking each other's screws loose with all those punches, just trying to find that slight advantage. But you know what? For blue team here, for Sync, they're playing that back line, trying to get the disc, but no, it's a first to Pathfinder, and he did find that path indeed to cut that lead right in half.
Absolutely, and even though pressured by 2 defenders there on Sync, are still able to sink it just past both of them and slot it into the goal for the 2. So there you go, there's the first 2 points that they needed. They just need 2 more to get this tied up, but of course Sync looking to just keep playing the time, and maybe even raising the bar for Team Barricade here to come back.
Maybe 1 minute left to do it. It's on the right side of the floor that they want it to be, but unfortunately for Barricade, actually never mind, because there's the steal. Now that's going to be slung deep into the bubble as Pathfinder tries to contest. Oh, the disc knocked loose here. Wow. Tapping off. Could he tie it? Oh no, couldn't find it. It's going to be recovered and put in by Finn, and with less than 40 seconds left, it's a tie game. Maybe an OT on the way. We'll see. But what a clutch play from Finn and Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder looking for almost an identical shot to the one that he found earlier for the opening 2. But instead it just dings it, unfortunately. But Finn positioned very well to get that dunk in. However, Adam here floating on in, looking very dangerous, and he's going to pass it around. And oh my goodness, puts a little style in it as well. And that is going to be Sync just grabbing the round straight back.
What a way to end it there. Around the back and then back again, and then finally stuffed it at the rim. I mean, that is a big play to come ahead and what looked like could be an OT, but no. I mean, just cool, calm, collected, a little bit easy, a little bit steezy. But yes, he got that shot, and what a end to that first round. Incredible, 6-4, barely wedging their way through that for the win. How about that?
And also identical scoreline on the saves. You've got 6 on Barricade and 4 for Sync. So, I mean, just what defense are we seeing here from Barricade? Of course, the puns form themselves here. I don't even have to try. But, I mean, Tantrum with the 4 saves and Finn with 2. So just absolutely amazing job there on the defense, and of course converting that on the offense just at the very end, but was a little too late as Adam there comes in from Sync at the clutch play to just dunk that in on 2 defenders as well after styling on them. that's definitely going to be a highlight in Sync's book after we're done with this.
For sure, that'll be one of the highlights of the day, without a doubt. Not just for Sync, but just for this cup in general. That was a big play to pull off and to do it in that fashion. High fashion, high style, indeed. But round 2 is launching out. There's some discussions going on actually among the players, but it seems like we're good. Everyone's good. The chat is good as well. See, Roswa, Evil Lefty, VTS King, Bad Internet in there. We got Scoot and Arthur Guinness, Catastrophe, Gob and Matt, and One Boosty Boy. Glad to have you guys joining here for the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about the viewership. And earlier today, actually, we hit 200, which is the record by quite a long shot, actually.
Almost double.
Yeah, and in fact, I think Dimwi came in here and said earlier, we were not expecting this. Oh, that 3-point shot looking very dangerous. Tantrum again on the goal. I feel like a broken record, but Tantrum is just getting so many saves and coming in clutch, actually almost bouncing in, but just not quite, and Dylan managing to get that clear. But yeah, we hit 200 viewers today, and of course the viewer interaction and all the new faces in chat, as well as the old ones. It's been great to see everyone, and we hope you return. In fact, for the end of the season, at the weekend here, Pathfinder, they're looking to find his first 2 points, and looking for that pass over to Gratch, but not quite going to get it, and that clear coming through, and Pathfinder able to find this yet again, so going back through, and Finn looking for that shot, and it is going to be a 3-pointer.
Now that's surprising. Yeah, got that 3 through, but I love, again, I don't know for the casting, or the camera and on the stream, if you guys can hear the comms. It does get a bit confusing to have everyone talking at the same time, but I'm tuning into their open comms every now and then. I'm very impressed. Like, they're making call right before that unfolded. They were calling for the Nest pass, Nest. I mean, they got the call out right. They knew where to put it, and then they got the goal based off of that team cohesion and that chemistry. Those are the things you love to see from a new team. These are things that the teams today are doing that it took the veterans from 3 years ago when there was no established meta. Those things took us months, if not years, to learn, and we're seeing this in just a few short weeks of beta, alpha, beta, and so on. These teams pulling out these very cohesive maneuvers. It's super impressive.
Yeah, and in fact, of course, it's going to be also down to the players on the teams and the individuals themselves, but also means the coaches are doing an absolutely fantastic job. We've got Egret over for Sync and Mozzie for Barricade, cheering on both of their teams, and of course did a great job, obviously, as some of the straps here for the teams that we're seeing is already almost on par with some of the VRML strategies, and although the execution maybe just isn't quite there yet, I mean, the ideas are there, and that is what matters. And Finn looking actually to what this up, you can see already, and pressured by many people, so opting for the back pass, and Pathfinder there looking for the stun, and the clear eventually coming out.
Oh, but exactly what you said there. Even if the execution's slightly off on the pass, they still made the pass. Like, they went for it. It was almost good. They're going for the right ideas, and just the willingness to play that meta, to play like a team here as they go for the goal, but just too far under, kind of stuffs himself sort of on that goal post. But I do like the teamwork, the comms, all this stuff, and the willingness of these new players. We're seeing them fill up those pickup nights, those boot camps, things like that throughout the weeks. I mean, they're not only excited to play, they're excited to get into competitive play and to just improve at a rapid pace.
Of course, and to answer the question in chat, we see this question pop up, and I mean, for reasonable, actually, hold that thought, because Adam looking in again to style on there, but just gets stuffed by, I believe it was Finn or Tantrum there, with the grab straight out of his hand, but yeah, the number on the player is actually the number on their back, the number that you choose when you personalize your character, just like you would have in a real sport. You know, that you choose the number on your jersey, and yeah, that's what shows in game. It does show your level, whereas when we're spectating, it shows the jersey number. So just clear that up.
Definitely good for people to be aware of that as a little bit of difference as they go in for a 2-point shot, trying to close the difference. Adam Fly coming in for the 2-point shot. 1-point game. They've already got the first round win. And looking to continue their roll. With 5 minutes left, we'll see what happens here as the joust comes out from Orange team. But man, these comms right now, the open comms I'm hearing in my ear, just they're filled up with all these positional calls and their launch strategies, things like that. I honestly love that to death. It is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to point out, oh, hold on, because that shot would have been good if the angle was a little tighter there. Finn, though, with some great recognition on the bounce shot, and I mentioned this earlier. A very hard thing to find, all the bounce shot angles, and there goes a great angle from hey, it's Finn, looking for that shot above the goal. But yeah, just really good recognition already from all the teams that I'm sure that we're going to see some great individual and team play forming, and I hope some of these teams just stick together for season 2 of VRML.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, folks, we've got one more day of this rookie Crossplay Cup tomorrow. It'll be the Haskell. I see Haskell in the chat there. So top 16 groups indeed tomorrow will be playing, and they will be streamed just the same. So be sure to stay tuned. I mean, it's as each progressive round goes by, we're seeing these lossless teams face each other. All we're seeing is the play level increase and increase among these rookie players as that shot just goes through, maybe trying to go for the goalie stun, but not timed quite right as it now gets taken by Pathfinder at the midfield.
Absolutely, and
oh no, they just made red calls now? Are we doing... Is this a rookie team or is this like a actual comp team? Because everything is correct with what they're doing.
Unfortunately, I have the comms disabled, so I can't quite hear that. But again, like, we're seeing so many great ideas from both from the teams. It's absolutely incredible, and even the comms, which is like one of the most difficult things, especially when we first moved up to 4v4. One of the very difficult things to get you know, accustomed to was having another player in your communications, and it makes it very difficult to organize things. You know, you start talking over each other, and stuff doesn't work out quite sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it seems very clean from what I've seen so far from both teams. Just from what, even though I can't hear it, I mean, you can see when the comms are very good, because you can see the plays. So you'll see when people stun on the goalie is one of the easiest places to see. Someone will stun the goalie and then say the goalie is stunned, and then going for the shot, which can sometimes end up in a 3-pointer, which is one of the most common things. And I think we're seeing it again here.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay, first the save, great, but the comms as the shot goes through for Adam, and it goes with another point for him. That's both the goals, I believe, this round from Adam. But again, normally in 99% of situations, especially for new teams, you say don't take those 3-point shots. But look, again, I got the comms unmuted in my ear. They were communicating that. They were going for that purposeful play to try and take that potential tie situation with a 3. So even though it didn't work out for them, they planned that, and that's normally what you don't see from these teams, the planning. But they're communicating the great steal going through, but a goalie playing the back line there smartly, in fact, Dylan, and he's even saying as much in the comms that he doesn't want to risk it. They're ahead by 1. They don't need to risk it, especially any 3-point shot or things like that. I mean, just, you know, don't give up anything open if you can help it.
Finn here looking for a good tight angle, and an absolutely amazing save there over on Sync, and maybe looking for the angles that are a little bit too tight. So the closer you are to the goal and the tighter the angle, the easier it is generally. Of course, not discrediting that save. That was absolutely unbelievable defense there from Sync. But it does make it a little bit easier to save because it makes the target on the goal less prominent. So maybe we should look for those wider shots. And in fact, another save from Barry, and he will get that clear. And this is Sync's chance to come back if they just find one of these stacks. Barry coming in hot here, looking to contest Tantrum. They're looking to just play the time here as Tantrum again goes for that clear. It comes all the way through, 30 seconds remaining. Dylan here looking for that clear, but it's denied by Pathfinder, and Pathfinder's going to walk this up, and he's going to look for this 2-point shot. No, but his hand just makes it a little bit too far away, and Dylan going to be able to get that clear away. 15 seconds remaining. Sync are going to have to seriously work something up. Good recognition here from Barricade. They need to put somebody in goal to stop the three-pointer, and there's 5 seconds. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Adam here looking to put the shot in, but it's too late. 5-4, and we're going to round 3.
Round 3.
One more.
Wow.
Winner take all now.
Yeah, this is game 3. This is just
Absolutely ridiculous play from both teams, and very, very impressive.
I'm gonna start pushing this a little bit.
Super impressive, and that is on stream at least our first round 3 of the day, I do believe. So yeah, that's gotta hand it. Who is that? I think that's Egret. He's in the tunnels telling his team, keep calm, don't get too excited. I love that.
Absolutely, it's hard not to get too excited.
Because not only are they, first of all, the play is incredible right now. I love the cohesion from both these teams, but the coaching, excellent. I have to give kind of MVP awards of sorts to both these coaches for doing the work they've done in, again, a short amount of time, and keeping the team calm, like saying, hey, I know you haven't been here before, but let's pretend that we've been here before, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And just defense from both teams, and the defense overall, I mean, just look at the amount of saves on the board. We've got 11 over on Sync, and 10 over on Barricade, so pretty even, and 17 shots taken, in fact, on both as well. So just absolutely incredible defensive and offensive play from both teams, but wow, absolutely amazing. And we are going to the round 3, so we're excited to see which team will come out on top.
Coming back up.
Seems like these teams, well, these players in the chat also, they're excited to see who comes out ahead. I don't dare Caster's curse it as I usually do, but do you have any predictions?
I actually don't, because I have no idea. This could come either way, because both rounds were just so close, and the defense from both teams coming in clutch from in both rounds. In fact, actually no, the first round it was Adam to take that 2-pointer last minute. In fact, that shot looking very close to the goal, but just gonna fly away. But
Okay, got it. You got it. Do have time.
So Adam asking for the time as they get the clear going through. It's gonna go bouncing back to mid in this 3rd round match, about a minute off the clock as Pathfinder are just trying to search for something good, but instead Dylan taking the disc, breaking in mid-air, but getting broken with that steal, with the shot. Hey, it's Finn for the 3-point shot there, getting that one from, 14 meters out. That's a nice hit.
absolutely, and what a shot from Finn. Of course, we've got to credit the steal, and of course we've got to credit some of the pressure that they were putting on the offense there, but or in the defense rather. But
It's not an easy shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was low momentum. It was kind of floating awkwardly. That's a hard shot to make.
Oh, and that dunk trying to find from Pathfinder, but just gets the ding. Maybe a bit under pressure, and I think he was looking somewhere else other than the goal, just looking to try and get that, catch the goalie out by surprise. But Finn looking for another bounce shot, gonna get another ding there. They're still 3 points ahead, Barricade. There's no need to rush this, and we see Mozzie talking to them about that earlier this game, and they're trying to just find some time here with the disc. Pathfinder looking for another opportunity on goal, looking for that pass, although it is low momentum and it's going to be low speed, but Finn manages to get it anyway and tries going for it, but just misses the hands of the and the save from Barry.
Wow, what wherewithal from not only Finn on offense, but then from the goalkeeper there. as that shot just missed and fortunately didn't concede that goal, but still, Pathfinder, he's gonna try and go for that one as it's dove out by Barry, and he's gonna kick it out there right through the tunnel.
Yeah, we saw 3 goalies there for Sync, just denying that dunk and putting pressure on Barricade, and it absolutely worked both times. When they tried to get that dunk, and they did get the steal. So Finn again looking for the this clear, straight back over, but good positioning there by Dylan, but just missing the hands there, and looking for this re-grab. In fact, Pathfinder will find one, but just missing the disc there. So just some more back and forth play.
Temporarily open goal, but looks like it'll be covered off now. There's these stacks looking for the regrabs. You heard those comms again. I saw bad internet in the chat there. One of the VRML players over in Europe saying, you know, better comms than a lot of the VRML teams. And you know what? Yeah, you gotta be aware. These are the players. I said it earlier. These are the players of tomorrow, the competitive players of tomorrow. You're gonna be seeing these players fill up those ranks over the months in the coming years. Everything is blowing up here, so I think this is just the start of something great, just purely based off of the teamwork we're seeing right now, off of these kind of improv teams that were put together for this cup. I mean, love to see it as Barry knocks it out to the pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a similar thing as well coming to the end of the VRML season. We're seeing a lot of newer teams forming just to get their hands on it and get their competitive taste of VRML just at the end of the season. But we've seen a lot of new players and a lot of new matches, and there's a lot of new faces even in VRML, and I'm sure we're going to see plenty more as we see all the quest players come in. And there's a great steal from Barry on the defense to deny that offense from Barricade. So yeah, I mean, just some amazing just potential from all of these players. There's not a single player that's like stood out, or well, of course there are players that stand out, but there's nobody stands out to me as getting carried per se. So everybody is doing their part, and absolutely everybody is, you know, finding their way, and everyone shows potential.
Absolutely agreed. I just wanted to shout out too real quick there, Barry. That entire series of plays, once that first clear went through all the way to the other end, he got a nice little boost. Then he split off on defense. He's making a pass right now. He's making all the right moves. He got a short-range boost. I mean, everything he's doing right now is correct as they go and in for the 2-point check. Adam.
Yeah, getting another dunk is going to be Adam again, doing the behind-the-back swoop, and swoops on in for that 2-point shot on the goalie. Now, only 1 point ahead is going to be Barricade, but they are still ahead. 4 minutes 30 remaining, and let's see what the strat is going to be here for Barricade. They're going to roll out. In fact, they only have 3 at the moment. They're still going to get the this disc here. Finn is just going to take it slow, as we hear Mozzie calling in the back to take it slow, just because they have the 1-man down, and one of them in fact getting stunned, so it's going to leave plenty of time for Adam.
Definitely tough on the numbers. I mean, there's still time. Hopefully they'll solve for that situation very soon here, but in the meantime, it's just going to be Barry shouting him out, and he goes for the goal. It's a 1-point lead, and momentum starting to shift.
Absolutely, and Barry going for the 2-pointer after calling there to Adam to show that he is indeed open. Calls for the pass, gets that shot, and in fact it is a bounce shot, so that is going to bring them 1 point ahead in the lead. Is going to be Sync.
Say too that to this day, I'm still not great at those bounce shots. You know, I'm okay at best, but seeing these players come in off of those backboard shots, getting creative with it. We saw the around the back shot earlier on to win a round. I mean, these players they're putting together all these variety of moves that are just buying them great goal opportunities. All right, here the boost coming in, and the grabs coming in, and now you see how they space the floor. They have, you know, a nest pass as they're calling for it. They have the floor pass. They have the back, you know, back passes. I mean, everything is positioned out very nicely for them to maybe continue pushing this momentum.
Absolutely, this clear coming all the way through, just missing the hands there of Sync, looking for this disc, and there you go. Some forming up on the comms yet again. Just calling whose it is. It's very difficult to tell who's going to grab the disc. Of course, when two people get to it at the same time, it's difficult to tell. So that's where comms can come into play a lot. And of course, comms great from both teams. Pretty clean, in fact. We saw earlier Barry winning those 2 points because he called for that open pass. So, oh, it's coming off the head of Dylan there. And,
There was a chance.
yeah, a little bit frustration, but Adam able to get that clear.
And just into the reach of Tantrum, playing that back line again, wisely positioned out to give themselves another go at this potential goal. It may be outnumbered, but make no mistake, those passes are great, but the stun, very timely from Adam on the fly as he gets stunned up there. And will be cleared, however, by Silverback, kind of a quarterback as he tosses it down, and now looking for the boost, the regrab, in fact. And now maybe an open goal coming for them.
Oh, but Barricade's on regrab coming back, and oh no, the defense pressuring Adam, and he is gonna get that ding on the dunk. And apologizing in comms, of course. It's very, very difficult. Even the easiest of shots sometimes it seems so difficult. But there goes the recovery, and Adam will extend their lead to 3 points.
And now we're going to have to see, with a minute left, they're going to have to start considering going for those goals on goalies, you know, for a three-pointer, stun out the goalie. The thing is, it's even tougher being down their one player here the last few minutes, which is an unfortunate thing, but they're going to try and come back here. But just a throw back into the hands of blue team for Sync here, and they may just close this out by stalling. We'll see.
Yeah, look at this, Adam here, just stalling and holding them forcing the defense out there. Looks for the bounce shot, not quite gonna find it, but it's gonna get the recovery. And what a save there from Finn. That actually might be the saver of the game if they do manage to convert this onto offense. Now Gratch looking for the disc onto Adam. They do get the stun, but oh no, they can't find the disc, and it's gonna be recovered. But here comes Tantrum diving out the goal, looking for this pass over down to Gratch. Gratch not finding the disc though. 15 seconds remaining. They're going to have to do something very, very timely. They in fact need 3 points. Just 10 seconds remaining. Tantrum though just missing the disc. And Adam is going to look to seal this round, and he will.
Oh boy.
Extending that lead and winning the game for Sync. What a close and exciting match.
Yeah, what an exciting conclusion. And exciting match. I mean, going to 3 rounds, we saw the defense, we saw the stacks, we saw every part that you want to see out of a VRML team, much less a rookie team. They were doing it. So doing great work again on the coaching end, both Mozzie and Egret, but unfortunately the dropout occurred there towards the end. And you know what? Whatever the situation, I mean, we got ourselves a good game with some good plays, and that will be the victory going Sync's way. Here in that third round. So now taking a quick look, it seems like maybe we might have one more to do that hasn't started. So could be looking at it here in a second. We're just gonna once again reorganize quick and get back to you and see if we do have one more stream to go. I assume we were done, but maybe not, and yeah, we'll find out in a moment. So bear with us. Hi, chat. Can you let me know if you can hear me? All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to a VRML sort of rookie crossplay cup. So just when you thought we were done, well, they pull us right back in. But you know what? We're happy to be here and cast one more match. Indeed, to feature all these rookies throughout the day, both today and tomorrow. This match, we've got ourselves Floki and the Echo Bots over on Orange one of the longer names I think we've seen in the league. And over on blue side, we're dealing with great ones, in fact. So some legends hopping into the mix, not to be confused with the VRML team, of course, legends. But yeah, good to have everyone in this game and all our casters back in the booth, which is to say Subtlety on the cams and Swiift over here next to me. I'm Palidore, of course. And looking forward to this potentially final match now, Swiift.
Absolutely, and still got to appreciate how good the matches have been today. I mean, it's been absolutely crazy. I mean, I expected the plays to be somewhat decent, and just because I know the people that are coaching, and I know they do a great job, but I mean, I didn't think it'd turn out this great. I mean, we've had so many great team plays and individual plays today, and yeah, hopefully to maybe wrap up today. Let's see if we can find another great matchup.
Well, we'll do just that as the launch is underway. It's going to be J Fighter with Chirpy attached, just dodging, ducking, weaving, some dodgeball going through as they go for the 2. It's J Fighter all the way from coast to coast.
Wagging the disc around in the air as he flies straight over that shield and dunking straight over through the goalie, and already 2-point lead just 30 seconds into the game. And yeah, let's see what Great Ones have to respond to that.
Rolling out here, Great Ones coached by some Joe Schmo VRML player, as well as Cyanide VR coaching for Floki and the Echo Bots over there on the orange side.
Don't all go after him.
Yeah, and here comes Tridsbin, looking for the recollect, trying to make something work on offense here. In fact, look at that 3-point shot, it is going to make it straight through Icarus's hands. Couldn't quite find it there, but what a shot there from Tridsbin. The angle and the momentum working against him there, but still managing to push it through and make those 3 points. So responding with a 3-pointer, putting them 1 point ahead, and Floki and the Echo Bots looking to respond yet again.
I like it right there. Just again, it was bold, but seeing the teams here come in new to the game, but still impressing with these moves, and you can hear the comms as well. So I complimented. Was it Mozzie and Egret last match for excellent coaching based on just the comms you were hearing from these players. Well, apparently the same thing for Cyanide and Joe Schmo for these teams, because yeah, you hear the comms coming through very nicely as that clear goes out, and now looking for some.
Oh, what a shot!
Looking for some shots.
Nutty shot.
An injection.
Ridiculous.
From what was that? 57 meters.
I think that was intentional.
Okay.
He shot it. That's a very common clear to do. With like more experienced players and VRML teams, they tend to clear down to the floor because it does have a chance of going in. And in fact, I think that was a shot meant to be on the goal, and it made it all the way through.
That wasn't Floki, that was high key a success on that shot. As they go now, J Fighter gonna whirl and spin for that shot, just kind of putting him in the spin cycle with those little fakes to dodge for the defenders. And that's yeah, J Fighter. Someone call him Jay Walker because that's kind of funny. But yes, going in there, 7-3, 3 minutes into this first round.
Jay Walker being a VRML player, and I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, already what an offensive start for Floki and the Echo Bots, and specifically J Fighter with that incredible shot that is definitely going to stay with him as he goes for it again, but it is this time intercepted by Tickle Rick, who is looking for a little bit of a pass here over to Unlimited Oreo, although unfortunately not going to make that pass, and it is going to be recovered again by Chirpy Toast.
I gotta say, I love these. I always say this, but the names of some of these players that have been in the league, and now these new ones coming in here for the Rookie Cup. Chirpy Toast, got Tickle Rick, some great names, for sure. Bound to be favorites of mine should we see them compete in the future. I hope we do.
And I believe Tickle is actually somewhat of a clan. I believe there are a few people with the beginning Tickle, like exactly like that. Just from what I've seen in pubs.
Any relation to Tickle Britches? He's one of the longtime players, and that's another one of my favorite names.
Yeah, I believe they're from the same friend group or clan or whatever it happens to
Really?
be. Yeah.
I love that. Tickle Rick, Tickle Britches, and right now, well, maybe facing some hitches as they lose a disc, but no, there's Tickle with the disc right back, sending a clear through to the orange side of the floor there. Floki and the Echo bots trying to recover as one defender does stick deep in that goal. It's Icarus and Chirpy Toast at the barrier.
Yeah, and Route Edge looking for the offensive stack here, but J-Fighter here on the ceiling, upside down, finds the disc and goes for the clear. Tickle Rick though yet again going for the clear, but the interception by Link down, not quite got away in time. It is going to be stolen back out by Great Ones, and it is going to go straight into the hands of Chirpy Toast, who's going to look for this clear over, but it's again intercepted by Route Edge, and looking for that clear there. And again, just back and forth clears from both teams, and both teams are doing a great job at intercepting each other's passes, and looking for that back pass, actually maybe a self pass, but reaches J-Fighter's hands, and he does walk past two defenders and the goalie. That's J-Fighter's third goal already this game. Absolutely ridiculous.
J-Fighter is a crafty one, it seems like. All these moves he's making on the goal, I mean, these are very tight, just narrow alleys. He's kind of bobbing and weaving through the defenders somehow, and still getting the goal. So I talk about the standouts that we like to see from these new players, and who's going to make a name for themselves in these first cups. Definitely a lot of prominent ones, especially defensively, but like J-Fighter right here in this particular match, offensively, he's showing some stuff.
Yeah, and coming in the chat there, apparently Tickle is the family name, the recurring family name, which we have quite a few families in
like
Echo.
their last name, so their names are like John Tickle?
I believe so.
It's amazing.
Yeah, quite a few families in Echo. In fact, looking to finish it there is J-Fighter, just stunned out briefly there. But another one, someone we see in chat, I'm sure Andy sees this coming, which is why he's just put that emote. But yeah, Andy W and Zach W in VRML are also in the same family, and that is a great save from Tickle Rick, and dropping out is going to be...
He got the Tickle pick on that shot. That was very nice. Hi, Andy. from Infinite, Master Tier team in VRML North America.
Of course, and J-Fighter again looking to walk this up, but the casual stun almost there from Route Edge is going to deny it, but J-Fighter walking this in yet again, eventually going to get stunned yet again by Route Edge. Some really nice defense there, recognizing that J-Fighter keeps trying to walk this in for the 2-pointer, and finally getting these stuns are great ones. J-Fighter here looking for a little bit of a shot/pass here. Eventually finds its way to Chirpy Toast, who's going to try and walk this one up. Does miss the block, just tries to slap that block there, just missing, and will cause a shot to be offset, but it does find J-Fighter's hands yet again, and there's another steal from Great Ones, so great defense as well.
Trisbin, it looks like. That was a great grab. He got the clear eventually here too, going over into the pocket. Looks like J-Fighter. Got to watch out for him. He's trying to contest just barely beyond his grasp, and he does allow Trisbin to get the reception, but just throws it off into the bubble. A couple defenders there over their reach as well, as J-Fighter comes in with a slap over to the sidewall, and now the positioning out from these teams, attempting at least to give themselves some avenues or maybe a clear and boost, but holding on for it a little too long there.
Yeah, and again, just grasping for the disc is going to be Great Ones here, trying to find something offensively. They're 6 points down here with under 2 minutes to go, so it's going to be pretty difficult to come back here. However, if they do find the disc on the defense here and get this cleared out, it is going to be possible, but again, they're just not able to find this clear. Tickle Rick, though, eventually is going to find that, and let's see if they can get a couple players down to the other end so that they can get some of these points.
And now a clear. Worth mentioning, too, looks like over on Great One's side, they did lose their coach there, Some Joe Schmo. He popped out. moments ago. So Roland's still with the full 4 team at least, but they don't have that guidance from the back line. So we'll see if that plays a part as Chirpy Toast gets the disc, throws a very tough shot through some just pools of defenders. I mean, everyone was kind of in that goal, but luckily they still have control of the disc right here from down below.
And there goes J Fighter with another shot again. The defense really coming out for Great Ones in these last couple minutes. They just need to find something on offense. Trisbin here looking for that clear. They just need to find some players onto the other end. Icarus really should be jumping out the goal to find this one for Floki, but the slap not quite going to be there. Unlimited Oreo trying to find the disc. It's going to be recollected by Chirpy Toast and cleared away for the certain victory, at least for this round, for Floki and the Aquabots. But showing some great resilience, but there goes Chirpy Toast putting in yet another 2. And yeah, we just need to help. Great Ones just need to find something offensively. Let's see if their coach is going to come back and help them.
That's definitely the hope. They have some time between rounds here to hopefully reorganize and maybe get some Joe Schmo back into their match here, the coach. Meanwhile, over in the chat, I see Milliam. Oh, boy, tongue twisting. Milliam Platypi Gang. There you go.
Same old. That's all.
I was trying to decide whether it was all one word. There's separate words here. No. Milliam Platypi Gang. That's. You know, I was talking about names, right? The unique names. Some of these are just bizarre in the best ways. And you know what? That won't even be the first platypus in Echo Arena. We got Chrome Platypus also plays in VRML. So, you know, plenty of platypi to share, I guess. Anyways, we'll be Dragon Host also giving us the Twitch Prime subscription, making the Dragon most of his time on stream now that I'm distracted by the chat. Hello, hello, and thank you for that.
And Hates Finn coming there in the chat. People told me the commentator's really nice about my plays, and apparently got the save of the game. Absolutely, you did. Absolutely incredible defense there from you, Finn, and we saw, yeah, just some absolutely ridiculous saves coming out. One, in fact, of course, saving the game for your team. So, yeah, some awesome offensive and defensive plays we've seen today, and looking forward to seeing more again.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sign up for VRML Season 2.
Oh, word. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, I got this. So Andy spamming the sealable sub-emotes. I swear to you, they were shaking on screen for me. They're not, but my eyes, they're like dancing. Something's wrong with me. Someone tell me if that's a problem. But in any case, see all the love in there being shown by chat, and also my face being spammed there, that new sub-emote. Good to see, I think, as Unlimited Oreo takes the disc, but has it stolen by Chirpy.
Some good defense there by Floki and the Aquabots. The first kind of taste we've had of their defense, in fact, because, I mean, Great Ones, as much as their defense has been really good, and they have been holding back Floki and the Aquabots for the second half of this game. They just need to find some rhythm on offense so that they can convert to some points. But here comes J Fighter again looking for some points, and again, there you go. There's some great defense, but they do need to find their regrab so that they can get some of their players on the other side. It does come a little bit too late, however, as the disc does bounce all the way back. But Tickle Rick looking to get this, but no, Chirpy Toast just coming in, trying to find that bounce shot. Just not gonna find there, but J Fighter looking to recollect.
Right in the goal is Tickle Rick, but trying to work through his J Fighter that last time around on offense, trying to go for a passing play, but cut off by that excellent defense you mentioned here from Great Ones. They do have the great defense, if nothing else. I mean, we're stuck here at 0-0 in the second round as that one goes for the save. Who else but Tickle Rick with another pick? Like you said, Swift, it is uncanny how many saves we're seeing from some of these new players and new teams today defensively. It's yeah, gotta give hats off to them. I'm still not a great goalie. I'm not even sure I'd say I'm a good goalie. So see these new players come in and impress like that. Good stuff. Great stuff.
Absolutely, and Dragon Host in the chat isn't Cyanide level 50. Yes, he is the coach over for Game the Echo bots. So each team in this cup of sorts has a coach from either VRML or just a very experienced player to guide them through their first competitive experience. And of course, they're all doing such a great job teaching both the offense and defensive side of things. Of course, the execution isn't going to be the best when we're first starting out, but there's some of these teams have absolutely incredible ideas on their plays, and cleaning up is the easier part. I mean, thinking up of and getting into your head some of the stuff like some of the core concepts such as backpassing. It's really difficult initially to get those in, but it just seems that almost instinctively these teams already have backpassing and passing in mind. It's really cool to see that, and obviously that's a result in having so many coaches. And here comes J Fighter with another offensive play, finding the first 2 shots of the game. But yeah,
definitely the coaches doing some great work. It's very visible the effects that they're having on these players immediately. I mentioned, I mean, you talk about these subtle things like the back passing and positioning, things like that. Also, even between rounds, in that last match we streamed here, roughly 20-30 minutes ago or so, you know, heard going into round 3, I believe it was Egret coaching, and he was saying as it went into round 3, you know, might have been Mozzie, I think it was Egret, just kind of trying to tell his players, hey, don't get too excited, like, good job, you know, great round, but don't get too emotional and don't get too ahead of yourselves. We got to close this one out, play calm and collected. And speaking of, there's Joe Schmo, Joe Schmo, the coach for Great Ones, hopping back in the game.
Oh, and I believe from the chat, Joe Schmo is coaching 2 teams, so that'll be why he disconnected. I think he was coaching one of the other teams for a second there, but he is back, and let's see if he can help. If he can help Great Ones find some offensive momentum. I mean, this game is kind of all about momentum, as is real sports. I mean, as soon as you find a good 3-point shot or even a couple of good 2s, I mean, it feels so great. And there goes J-Fire with the second 2-pointer, and he's absolutely on fire this game with 13 points.
Again though, so it was Chirpy Toast finding J-Fighter on a soft pass. He was just barely able to meet the disc right at the tip top of his wingspan. Snagged it out of the air. Yet again, for maybe the 3rd, 4th time we've seen across these 2 rounds, Jay squeezes in through defensive pressure, maneuvering and converting on shots. So he's definitely making his name known. It's very clear that he has some offensive chops, as he does in fact cut off the offenders there with some defense now, and now trying to collect the disc is Chirpy.
And Chirpy does manage to get to this disc first, looking for the clear down, just trying to get further down the Great One side. However, the intercept there, and they just need to find a player, and there you go. There's Unlimited Oreo here, but he does have 3 defenders. Maybe should have looked for a pass there, but it is actually going to find its place to Trisbane, who looks for the 2-point shot, but no, it just bounces off that post. Coming back to Unlimited Oreo though. Let's see if he sees his back pass. No, Jake Fighter going to get that stun. However, going back and tickle Rick at the back line here. J Fighter, what a leech there to read the pass, and he does get the disc and get the clear.
More leeches.
Yeah, absolutely, and some stuns coming through. Will get Unlimited Oreo the disc, and it's a 1-on-1 now. Can Unlimited Oreo put this through for the first 2 points? Yes, he can. And there's the first 2 points for Great One. Let's see if they can find some offensive momentum and get what they've been wanting for all of these rounds.
I want to point out too, all those regrabs you mentioned, things of that nature. There was a time, so in 2017, that not exaggeration, no exaggeration at all. That literally took months, if not, I mean, extended amounts of months before you would get those kind of regrabs and leeches. And by the way, for the newer players, leech is the term essentially when you leech on to the enemy team's moving player, so you get some speed off of them. You know, if it's your friendly player, you're stacking with them, but if you're trying to get a grab and pull off on the enemy player, that's a leech. There was a time, yeah, in 2017, competitive play where you'd get a single short-range grab or one re-grab, and it was like everyone would freak out and be like, wow, nice grab, huge reflexes, huge shot, almost going in, and my goodness, rejected by the rim. But yeah, the testament, again, to this skill level.
Yeah, it's some 5 heads in the chat coming out there. I mean, absolutely, that shot was 5 head, absolutely. I didn't see that coming in, and I don't even think the shooter did either. But everything is on purpose, as Boop came in and said earlier. Chirpy Toast, though, with a great grab and passed the link down, just not quite going to find the hands, but J-Fighter, again looking for the disc, unfortunately not going to find it, and Unlimited Oreo going to find that clear over to the other side. Again, let's just see if they can get some players, but no, J-Fighter again with another leech and stun to find the disc first, and coming in clutch there for the defense on Floki and the Echo Bots.
And you see how, again, mentioning on some of those clears when you aim for that side panels and those corners, it does give it a chance to bounce in for those goals. We've seen them today. We see them pretty much weekly in VRML. The purposeful clears, instead of going straight down the middle sometimes, if you have to clear it, try aiming for walls and corners, because it does give it a good chance of floating on through.
Yeah, absolutely, and good summary there in the chat. 2017, sick grab, bro. 2020, re-grab across the map in 2 minutes. Could do better.
Yeah, the new blood in Echo Arena is just putting us old folk to shame, admittedly, but it's a good thing to have happen, honestly, as Trisbin gets the disc, going in from the side, has it snagged out by J-Fighter. So not only the offense, he's got the defense, and just knocking the disc loose once more and trying to find some grabs.
Great all-round player, J-Fighter, absolutely the MVP of this match for me, so far anyway. I mean, he's such a great all-round player, and again, taking the disc again, but here's a great save from Tickle Rick, countering this defense, and that clear is absolutely crucial. Can they get a member onto the other side? However, playing very defensively, very smart there for Floki and the Echo Bots, but they are going to get that yet again. All they need is a player to get this disc in the 2-point zone, and it is a pretty high percentage shot, but no, J-Fighter, again, just going to look for the clear, but holding it before he does, finding as much time as they can. They're playing it very smart here, Floki and the Echo Bots. They have the first round, they have 15 seconds and a 2-point lead. Tickle Rick just needs to find this pass, and there it is to Trisbin. Can he find the pass over to Unlimited Oreo? Yes, he can! For the shot! Oh, not quite! Oh, and such a close ending for Great Ones.
And I'm freaking out because I'm always cheering for those third rounds at every opportunity. That was almost an incredible finish. What a great attempted play that they just ran there to find that pass. Just so close. But the closeout from Floki and the Echo Bots. Who would have thought? No, they did a great job. That was, again, the last couple matches on this stream, super entertaining. Very close. Love to see it. And what can you say? A great effort from the Great Ones, but great win from Floki and the Echo Bots.
Absolutely. Great recognition from both teams, and again, just individual and team play from both teams is absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't want to say at this level as as to put the players down, of course. Just saying because they're obviously newer to the game than us. So yeah, but I just was not expecting, as good as the coaches are, I wasn't expecting such a high level play of individual skill and especially team skill and the comms coming through. So clean for both for teams as well. So just
absolutely
great job from the coaches and the players alike.
The comms in the last several rounds of these coaches that we've casted their teams and things like that, they've been so clean and crisp. And we're hearing even the color calls, red, yellow, green, which, again, for the unintroduced, essentially, red light, green light, yellow light, where you're telling your teammates green if they have time to work with when they're about to get the disc, or yellow if they need to get rid of it soon, red if basically the second they touch the disc, they're going to need to get rid of it immediately. You'd call red. So things like that. But all these little steps that took a while before. Glad to see the coaches really sharing the knowledge and just really easing that learning curve at this new level of play with these new players at play. Now, I'm seeing Haskell also in the chat there mentioning, so yes, tomorrow is the conclusion of this Crossplay Cup. The top 16 teams will be competing. We'll be streaming them on this channel once more, probably channel 2 as well. Starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time. It's 1 p.m. Central and 2 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely join us for that. Of course, this weekend we've got, once again, both the European and North American finals qualifiers. So not the last weekend, but the second to last weekend of VRML season is going to be happening as well, both Saturday and Sunday throughout the day. And yeah, a lot of stuff to look forward to for sure. Now, that said, I think we are. I said this a couple streams ago, or a couple matches ago, but I think this time we're finished with our matches. Pretty sure. But it's been fun. No complaints here. It's been fun to watch. I've enjoyed myself, especially those 2 matches where we just finished. Both of them very much worth viewing and casting. That was great. So, thanks to everyone for joining us today in the Twitch chat. Again, peaked around, I think, 200 views or so earlier on. Thanks to the organizers of this entire cup, Haskell, Ducky, and Skinny, working extremely hard and tirelessly this week especially. And for the VRML side of things, thank you to Swiift for casting beside me, for SirDimwi casting on Channel 2, camming as well. And then so much for Subtlety, doing the camera work here on Channel 1 with us. So, with that said, I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League. That's been a fun time. We'll see you all tomorrow. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, and yeah, see you real soon.